Will I? Oh, no, there's no camera. Ha! I've done it. I've done a thing. Cool. Oh my God, I can hear myself. There's double audio. Oh Jesus. Oh, okay, we're good. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a random live stream because I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I was just like, you know what? I'm currently at work. This is not my house. This is work. Obviously, as you can probably see, this is not my usual background for my videos. But I was just hit with the news that I'm closing at my job tonight. So I was like, why not? Let's live stream. I've been meaning to do this for such a long time. So let's talk. All right. Your forehead gives me pleasure. I'm glad. I get that compliment quite a lot of times. Every time I walk through the supermarket, the cashier lady's like, "Oh, my dear me, my 85-year-old heart. That forehead gives me a elderly woman boner." 1 minute in, and I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Hello, Addison Drowns. I hope you're not drowning. That's not a very good thing to do. Flexer, what's going on? Mellow Yellow. It's a good color. What's going on? Anthony, hello, sir. How do you do today? The answer, thank you. I don't know how I've deserved such an awesome friend in you. Answer, thank you for being here. I stopped listening to Queen to watch you. Thank you, Miles Morales. You stopped listening to Queen and also apparently saving New York because Miles Morales is Spider-Man, Black Spider-Man. Wow, holy crap, so many people showed up immediately. I was not expecting this many people because the last time I did a live stream, I think it was at, what was that? I think it was at 10,000 subscribers. I was a baby, a wee lad. Just kidding, that wasn't very long ago. But wow, this is a lot of people. I'm getting stage fright. Just kidding. Hopefully this is entertaining. Hopefully I don't bore you guys. I don't know what. There's no structure to this. I'm just talking. I kind of want to like talk with you guys. Like just say stuff and I'll respond to it. I guess I don't know. Hey, what's going on? Rococo Suckster? Rococo Suckster? That's an interesting name. Is that your porn name, Rococo Suckster? That's a good one. I like that. Catherine Banks, I love you. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for showing up. You didn't have to do that. Catherine Banks is one of my very good friends from college. She's amazing. I love her. She's very kind. She's literally been supporting me since day one. Catherine Banks, always holding it down. I love you. Appreciate you. Here from Miami, the answer's from Miami, which is probably a lot better than most places, including New England. Actually, no. Like, Miami's fine, but, like, me personally, I cannot deal with hot temperatures because I'm a baby. I'll fully admit I'm a baby, and I don't like sweating. I hate sweating. So I feel like how hot is it in Miami right now? It's probably like, let me Google this. I have the technology. Miami. There we go. I had a minor stroke. Forgot how to spell Miami. Temperature. Let's figure this out. 87 is not bad. I mean, it's pretty hot. It's not bad though. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Let's look at these comments. Boy. Seriously, Catherine Banks has been holding it down since day one. Back when I was vlogging on my vlog channel that I will not link because my vlog channel should not be seen by anyone because those were some really weird times. Like, well, I really liked my vlogging channel. I mean, like, I don't hate my vlogging channel at all. It was kind of like the conduit in which I got really comfortable with being in front of a camera, because before then I was like kind of, like everybody is, like, hello, my name is MT. Like, it was just really awkward before I started doing those vlogs, and I started vlogging, which I didn't really do anything that was worth seeing with my vlogs. I kind of just like walked around my dorm and started rambling about different things. It wasn't really like a come hang out with me while I do actual important stuff. I was just rambling. which is what I'm doing right now. But it was really important and really awesome because I wouldn't be as comfortable in front of a camera without that. But yeah, I don't know why I was talking about that, but that's a thing. Did I get a new haircut? Says EC01. I did get a new haircut, but I'm always continually cutting my hair. So that's probably not it. I think what you're probably noticing that's different about me is that I'm usually wearing a plaid shirt. And this time I'm not wearing a plaid shirt. Because, I mean, this is plaid, actually, kind of. It's just like you can barely see the stripes, but it's mostly black. So, yeah, it's probably off-putting to some people. Okay, so I feel like I missed so many comments. I'm going to go back from now to the past to see if I can answer all of your questions. Quill or Solo? Peter Quill or Han Solo? I'm gonna have to go with Peter Quill. I feel like Peter Quill has done a lot more than Han Solo, because I feel like Peter Quill is very versatile as a space pirate, bounty hunter type deal. Because, you know, Peter Quill, like at the beginning of Guardians 1, he took down 2 Sakarans and what's his face? Korath the Pursuer, who was played by that dude from Blood Diamond, that black dude. That's very kind of, I don't know, that's probably a little bit racist. But that's no small feat. He took down 3 people and escaped a planet. That's pretty impressive. And also, I don't know, he escaped a prison. Somebody there? Hello? I don't know. He escaped. Sorry, I'm at work. He escaped a prison. He saved the galaxy. I don't know. It just feels like he's a lot better than Han Solo, who I don't know. I mean, Han Solo did save the galaxy as well. I don't know. I just prefer Peter Quill. Anyway, I'm rambling. Oh my god. I hope rambling isn't horrible for you guys. What are you going to do in the stream? Absolutely nothing. I'm just going to talk and just say random things. Just talk with you guys. Answer your questions. I feel like I owe you guys this. I've been meaning to do a live stream for so freaking long. So long. But I've been a bum and I've been busy with life. Because my life is a butt. So I haven't been doing it. But I want to do these more often, but chances are I know me, and I'm gonna be like, it's Leia. I don't know why I can't do it. I was recently stabbed. I get stabbed every week, so I'm hospitalized. So I can't really reach the live stream. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm really tired. So if I'm not making any sense, it's because I got no sleep last night. I don't know why did I decide to do this when I'm tired. MT, you're an inspiration. Thank you, Wolf Crier. That's very nice. You should probably get better inspirations, though. Just saying. I'm actually dealing with a really very obsessive behavior that shouldn't be, emulated by anyone. I'm obsessed with an Easter egg, and that's actually, I should probably tell you guys. I didn't write it in the video. I usually do. The goddamn freaking ROM Easter egg was wrong. I got the word yesterday, and I was so upset. It wasn't from James Gunn. It was from his friend, Stephen Blackheart, who was an amazing human being. I've been meaning to actually say that in a video. Stephen Blackheart, if you don't know, is the Nowhere Dispatcher in Guardians of the Galaxy. If you've watched my Easter egg videos in the past, I've brought him up countless times because I'm obsessed with that man's handsome face. Just kidding. But no, I'm not saying he's not handsome. I'm sure ladies would find him handsome. I'm just not attracted to Stephen Blackheart like that yet. But our relationship can blossom. It's weird. But yeah, he's very kind. He's a very close friend of James Gunn, and he knows what the Easter egg is. And so whenever James Gunn doesn't get back to me, I kind of just go to him. I try not to go to him too much, because I'm sure he's busy, and it's not really, the Easter egg stuff doesn't really have to do with him, so I don't want to, bother him every time I have an Easter egg idea, so I try not to. But yeah, so he said that ROM wasn't the Easter egg, but it could have been an inspiration for a lot of those elements. So that kind of bums me out. But at this point, I'm just kind of like, whenever I get rejected, I'm like, this sucks. But you know, whatever. I keep it moving. Like I literally immediately, like I get sad for probably 30 to 60 seconds, and then I keep it moving because like the Easter egg's not going to find itself, man. Like I literally, I can't even describe to you what my process is when it comes to research. Like I cannot. It's ridiculous. Okay, let me go to the more recent comments. Sizba Harmath Surrey. That's a very difficult name. Hey MT, have you seen Sons of Anarchy? No, but I have a shit ton of friends who love the crap out of that. I just literally said shit and then said crap after. Like I didn't say shit. I have a lot of friends that love Sons of Anarchy, and I've been meaning to get into it, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's a really big commitment, and I don't really have a lot of time in my life to be watching multiple shows. I just started a show called Mr. Robot. I just started that, and I can barely watch that. But I really love that show, and I can barely watch that. And there's so many other shows that I want to get into, but I just literally do not have the time. Like this is the kind of thing I was dreading when I was like 14. I was like, man, I gotta get all my cartoons and anime in now because when I turn 25, I'm gonna be a boring adult with no time. And I don't know why I haven't hit puberty at that point apparently because I'm squeaking, but yeah. So it sucks. If you are a teenager, my word of advice to you is just don't grow up. Just don't do it. Just stay that age. Seriously, I kind of want to, this is something that I really do want to push. Like anybody that is younger, like around that teenager age, and you have this really intense desire to like move forward in your life, like I don't know, to not move forward, but like to be an adult, to have all those responsibilities, and I don't know, you're just not comfortable with being where you're at right now. Please don't do that. Like enjoy being in the moment and stop idealizing this, I don't know, like this really weird adult version of you. Just be a kid. Just be happy. Like all the things that you want will come in time. Trust me, it'll come when you before you even know it. I don't know, just be who you are and just be present and okay with the moment because it'll all come. Just don't stress about it. Anyway, Nick, what's going on? Nick and Micah, honestly, my two of my favorite subscribers of all time. Thank you for coming. This is not a Twitch live stream for once. I'm actually not playing video games horribly. You guys know the deal. All right, Chris asks, Groot or Chewbacca? Groot. Chewbacca is great, but like to me, I feel like Chewbacca is very like kind of, no offense, like if you love Chewbacca, that's fine. I love Chewbacca, but I feel like Chewbacca is a very one-dimensional character because he's very, I mean, he's not all that one-dimensional, but he's kind of just like this really brutish kind of like, he's not dumb, but like he's just very like, all right, I'm here, I'm the muscle, I'm gonna beat you up, but I also really love Han Solo, and like that's kind of it. But like Groot is this, he's actually not very smart, but well, in the movies anyway, he's actually a genius in the comics. But if you've seen my Groot video, you would know that already. But I just like Groot because he's the compassionate one. At least Guardians of the Galaxy 1 Groot. He's very compassionate and he's a very loving, I feel like he's the most loving character in the entire MCU, and I really like that about him because he's all about love and life and all that stuff, and he literally sacrifices himself for people he just met. I mean, obviously he was doing it for Rocket, but he was willing to do that, and he killed himself. Like, Groot is dead. Like, Baby Groot, I don't know if you guys know this, but Baby Groot is not the original Groot. It's just a complete, basically it's Groot's son. And I find that really sad that the original Groot actually killed himself. Like, there was actually a really big death in the movie that was actually, it was really sad, but it was really cool to see that kind of sacrifice from a character of that personality. I'm rambling. All right, whatever. Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2 or Vulture from Homecoming? Vulture from Homecoming. I love Spider-Man Homecoming. I freaking love that movie. It is my favorite Spider-Man movie to date. Hands down. It really bothers me. Like, okay, if you like the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, the trilogy, I mean, I don't think anybody likes Spider-Man 3, but if you do that, like, if you like any of those movies, that's fine. If you think Spider-Man 2 is the greatest superhero movie of all time, that's fine. But I really honestly, and this is a very controversial opinion, I think those movies are super overrated. Super overrated. I cannot stand them. I mean, I cannot stand all the hype around them. It's just really, I don't know. It's just, they're okay. Like, they don't have like that timeless quality. I mean, like, they're good movies. They're not bad movies at all. But like, they've aged kind of badly in comparison to the types of movies we get now. It's kind of more cheesy and I don't know, campy. And like, it's fine. It's not a bad movie. Those are not, Spider-Man 1 and 2 are not bad movies. They're just, I'm over them. Like, I had a lot more fun with Spider-Man Homecoming than I had with any other Spider-Man movie before that. I'm moving my hands a lot like this is a fucking Apple presentation or something, but whatever. Brian Petraglia says, will Justice League suck? I don't know. That's a good question. DC seems to be getting their stuff together with Wonder Woman, which was, I thought it was a pretty okay movie. A lot of people loved it, and I'm very glad that people loved that movie. I thought it was pretty okay myself, but I'm really insanely happy that we finally have a female-led movie, superhero movie, that has done well. That is so huge for women. That is so freaking important. So yeah, will Justice League be good? I don't know. I don't really trust Zack Snyder to watch my little sister, quite honestly. So we'll see. Hopefully, Joss Whedon's input will, make the movie better. But it seems like, for the most part, this will be a Zack Snyder production, and I'm not really all that excited for Zack Snyder production at all. But I will say that the only superhero movie of Zack Snyder's that I really, really enjoyed is Watchmen. Watchmen is great. I mean, the ending wasn't my favorite, but it was pretty all right. Anyway, I need to rapid fire these. I need to stop being so long-winded and just answer these questions really fast. All right. Ben Falkenstein asks, Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel? Captain Marvel all day. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that I am obsessed with Brie Larson. I love Brie Larson to death, and I love Captain Marvel, even though now in the comics she is kind of super unlikable. But I'm a diehard Carol Danvers fan too. Like, where's my phone? I can actually show you my phone right now. My phone, background is Captain Marvel right now. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm all about it. I'm all about her, man. Guardians of the Galaxy or the Emoji Movie. I'm gonna have to say the Emoji Movie. There's something about the artistic presentation of that movie. Like, it reminded me of watching a very good Shakespearean play of tragedy. I don't know what I'm saying. I haven't seen the Emoji Movie. I'm not planning on seeing the Emoji Movie. It looks like shit. Are you looking forward to Captain Marvel? Yes. What do you think about the Secret Empire story? I love Secret Empire. A lot of people do not like Secret Empire because of the whole, oh my god, Captain America's a Nazi thing. Again, if you follow me on Twitter, @MasterTainment, you would, like, back when Secret Empire was just starting to pop off, you would see that I was immensely annoyed with the amount of people who were complaining that Captain America was a Nazi, when just because he's Hydra does not mean he's a Nazi. If you read the Captain America comics leading up to Secret Empire, you would be thinking exactly the thing that I'm saying right now, because I was really concerned, honestly very concerned, when he first said the Hail Hydra thing. I was like, don't know about that, writers. That seems like a really bad idea, making Captain America a Nazi. But then I read the actual Steve Rogers Captain America comic, and I was like, oh, this makes sense. All right, I see what you're doing here. I was concerned, but now I'm not concerned. I thought you were a racist, but now I'm on board. But a lot of people who just don't want to read the comics or just haven't kind of want to be like, oh no, he's a Nazi, without getting that information. Don't do that. Just read it first and then read all the information, then make your opinion. Don't make a stupid opinion based on nothing. Anyway, I am ready for Shazam, said, oh, Nick. It's Nick Kroll. I'm ready for Shazam. That's the DC movie I'm looking forward to the most. Shazam, if they do it right, Shazam should be awesome. I think Shazam is a very underused property of Marvel's. And I don't know why they haven't made a Shazam movie up until this point, considering that is the type of movie that a lot of kids would really be about, because it's about a kid being a superhero. So like, you would sell a ton of toys. You could make a TV series out of this. You could make a cartoon series. Like, kids would eat that up, eat it up. It's like the greatest financial move you can make as a company if you're Warner Brothers. Remember me, MT? I'm Ambassador 16. Hello, Ambassador 16. I feel like Assassinator Ambassador. What is this, fucking the UN? Hello, Assassinator 16. I feel like, have you changed your name a lot? I feel like you have. I don't know. Hold on. Oh no, I have to actually take this phone call real quick. 1 second. I'm at work, so. Is there like a mute button? No. Wait, you hung up. Nope. Never mind. So if a phone call does come in, I'm gonna have to answer it and then probably meet you guys. So just fair warning. Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. I gotta check if people are. Anyway. Totally professional live stream. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? All right, let me look at the newer comments. MT, put your phone on silent. I'm sorry. This is not my phone. It's the work phone. I'm at work. It's your boss. You're fired. How are you allowed to live stream at work? Well, I'm the only one here in this office. Like, technically, we're like half closed. So there's nobody inside the building, and there's nobody coming in. So anybody that would come in would have to ring the doorbell, and then I would assist them. But since nobody's here, and I'm not really doing anything because I got all my work done, I was like, yeah, let's live stream. I've been meaning to live stream for so long. When will you start doing Guardians of the Galaxy 2 videos? Asks Nathan Swanick. It's a very interesting last name. I feel like nobody has like a traditional last name anymore. Like, when people say, oh no, this is John Doe or John Smith, I'm like, that's not realistic. I feel like everybody has complicated last names. I mean, your name is fine. I love your name is cool. I have no problem with your name. I'm not Swanickist. What am I saying? Guardians of the Galaxy 2 video. Here's a lowdown. A lot of people have been asking me when I'm going to start looking for any missing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 Easter eggs. The answer is I will not. I refuse to look for any Guardians of the Galaxy 2 missing Easter eggs, big missing Easter eggs that everybody missed, until 1, I found the Guardians 1 Easter egg, and 2, it's been a long time and nobody else on the planet has found the Guardians 2 Easter egg. That is when I will take the initiative and do it. Because I really loved Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 until I started doing this shit. And now I never want to watch that movie. It's a very great movie. I love the movie. James Gunn is a genius, but I never want to watch that movie ever again. Never. I watched it way too many times. So yeah. MT, put the drugs down. This is an intervention. Brad Stern asked, when are you doing another Defax episode? The Black Panther vid made me crack up. Defax are coming back very soon. I've said this so many times recently, but my next video hopefully will be either a Defax or a Nerd Herd. I'm going to take a small break, most likely, to recharge my batteries, but after that, I do want to make a Defax. I want to make a Defax on the Grandmaster from Thor Ragnarok. That's the thing I've been meaning to do for months now. I have all the information in my brain, so I could basically just knock it out. I mean, it's going to take a while, but I could probably knock that out next. And I have other ideas, but you guys are going to have to wait. But the Grandmaster is something that I really want to do. Thanks, Micah. Dude, Micah's the dude. Also, okay. Plug, proud pappy plug. I'm a proud father, Micah. If everybody who's watching, please go follow Micah on Twitter @MotionSick. He's an amazing musician. Mike, I think I've plugged him on my channel before. Most likely, yes, I think I have. Dude, like Mike, I'm gonna pull up his Twitter on my phone. Hold on. Micah, Motion Sick. Dude, follow him on Twitter. His profile looks like this. Motion Sick. It's at MOSHONSIC. And he is an amazing artist. Please, I don't think anybody can see that. Yeah, that's probably... I don't know why my stream is very blurry right now. Hopefully it's not blurry for you guys, but please go follow him on Twitter. He's an amazing dude, really stand-up guy. And he's now Motion. He's not Motion Sick anymore. His name is just Motion. So just go for it. Anyway, sorry. I have really bad ADD, and I'm really tired. So if I'm not making any sense, or if I'm being boring, please tell me to shut up, and I'll go. I don't want to take any more time out of your day. Okay. I'm missing so many comments. It's driving me crazy. I'm making you blush, Micah. Good, because that's my goal the whole time. Because I'm tired of being the only colored person I know. You got to be colored too. Is colored PC? I don't know if color is the right term to say. I'm gonna stop talking. Who is my favorite superhero? That was a good question. Madiner, I probably butchered your name. Madiner asked me, who is my favorite superhero? If you follow me on Twitter, you know this, but my two favorite superheroes of all time are Black Panther, because he's awesomely badass, and I cannot wait for that movie, and Karnak of the Inhumans. A lot of people don't know about Karnak. If you don't know about Karnak, I very much recommend that you read the Karnak series from 2015. It's his only series ever, and it's insanely awesome. Like, if any character deserves the Marvel Netflix treatment, it is Karnak. Karnak is the most badass Marvel hero, in my opinion, other than Black Panther. Like, him and Black Panther are tied, but Karnak is, oh man, he's that dude. He is that dude, man. Oh, whoo, Karnak. I just had a nerdgasm. I'm sorry. Whoo. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Lord, for Karnak. Thank you. But yeah, anything Karnak related after 2015, after Secret Wars, is amazing. Karnak kind of looked really weird before the 2015 Secret Wars. He had this weird get up, but like now he looks really cool. He has like a green hoodie. He's really awesome. Nathan Swanik says Defenders is coming. Are you excited? Hell yeah, I'm excited, dude. I've been waiting for this for so long. I hope it's good. I've heard mixed reviews about it. I heard people say that like it's kind of meh. It like doesn't live up to the hype. But other people are like, yeah, this is exactly what we were waiting for. So it's kind of like that whole like, it kind of varies from person to person type deal. Like some people like it, some people will feel disappointed by it, I feel. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Who do you think the most powerful character in the Marvel Universe is? Asks Death Monkey. That's a very interesting name. I hope I never run into an actual death monkey in real life, because that would be quite painful, I'm assuming. Most powerful character in the Marvel Universe. I was actually thinking about this, I think 2 days ago, yesterday. And I did have an answer because I was thinking about that person. I would say most powerful character in the entire Marvel Universe. Gosh, there is Captain Universe, who is very powerful. I knew this. I know this. Well, it's obviously the answer is the one above all. He's essentially God. He is God. The one above all is the God of the Marvel Universe. He's the God of the Marvel multiverse. So technically, that is the answer. But in terms of Marvel superheroes, man, Sentry is really powerful. Sentry can go toe-to-toe with the Hulk, but he did lose against the Hulk in World War Hulk, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't know if I can answer that definitively. Favorite DC character, asks RP Manic. Favorite DC character. I really love Zatanna. I just love her. I love her getup, and I love kind of her personalities, at least the way that they've been portrayed in the animated media. I have not really read too much Zatanna in the actual comic books. I love Zatanna a lot. I love the question. The question is very cool, and I don't know why we don't have either a question TV series or a question movie series, because he's super intriguing. I love the question. Such an intriguing character. DC. I love Detective Chimp. That's a character I came across. First of all, if you guys haven't read the Injustice comic book series, do that immediately. Like the Injustice, as in like the video game, the comic book series based on the video game. I don't know how Injustice 2 is. I haven't read any of that, but like if you read Injustice years 1 to I think 4 are 1 to 3 I think are amazing. Amazing. It is the Civil War of DC. You need to please read it. Please go online and read it or buy it. Actually, I don't know if the first issues are online at all. Anyway, find a way to read it. They're so good. But yeah, Detective Chimp is a very interesting character. I like Constantine. I'm blanking on every DC character. Well, I do like the mainstays, like the more notable ones, but like I don't think that they're my favorite. I don't know. That's a very hard question. Are you waiting for the Inhuman show despite the quality of the trailers? Look, that's an amazing question. Thank you for that question. Who asked that question? Sergio Catalin Corprian. Thank you for your question, Sergio. Thank you. Sergiu. I'm sorry. You guys have really complicated names for such amazing fans. I mean, not that your name is fine. I keep accidentally. I feel like I'm insulting people. Your names are great. I love your name. Better than my name, my real name, which I will never reveal ever. If you know my name, please don't say. Please do not say my name. I'm trying to keep that private. But what was the question? I'm an old man. The Inhuman show. I was so looking forward to this Inhuman show for so long. As soon as it was announced, when it was announced as a movie, when it was part of the MCU slate, I was amped because I love the Inhumans so much. I love the Inhumans more than I love the X-Men. And I know that's like blasphemous. If you read comics, that's the most blasphemous thing you can say, but I feel like there's so much potential to be tapped. But Marvel kind of just fucks it up every time. But I'm still very excited about it because, dude, having the dude from Game of Thrones, Ewan Ryan, be Maximus the Mad is the greatest piece of comic book casting since freaking Robert Downey Jr. and I guess since Tom Holland as Peter Parker, because I love him. But like basically like kind of like perfect casting like a Robert Downey Jr. or your Spider-Man or your Wolverine. Like amazing casting. But they fucked it up. It's oh Lord. Oh man. I cannot tell you how horrendous and how much I can't watch those trailers anymore. I can't because the production value looks like they just didn't even try. I don't think anybody has actually sat down and read an actual Inhumans comic that is involved in that show. I don't mean to be like one of those pretentious comic book nerds or anything. Like, that's not my deal. But come on, man. Come on, Scott Buck. You bucked this up, Scott Buck. God dang, man. I'm really upset. I'm really upset. Because Maximus the Mad should, quite frankly, be the next Loki. Like, Maximus the Mad should have been the next Loki. But they messed it up. Fuck. Oh my, I can't. I get really upset thinking about it. But I'm not looking forward to the Inhumans. I'm going to see it in theaters because I love the Inhumans. But this show's going to get canceled. I don't think it's going to get more than one season. It's just really unfortunate. I don't know. All right, let me go back to the newer comments. I think they're trying to hype up the IMAX cameras too much. That I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. That's what they're doing. It's like, look, it's shot in IMAX. You should care about this. I'm like, well, if it's a shit show, then why? I don't care about IMAX. I don't care if it's shot with a cell phone. Like, as long as it's good, I'll see it. But who cares? No problem, Sergio. I did my best trying to pronounce your name, but I butchered it. Ken Scherer says, I want Danvers Captain Marvel's married to Shi'ar Gladiator and Lockjaw be their pet. But that's actually a good ship. I ship that as well. Gladiator's I like Gladiator as a character. And I hope, I know that the Shi'ar have been announced for the new X-Men movie, which is very exciting. It's about time that the X-Men went into space. I hope they're going into space. I hope the Shi'ar aren't coming to them. But I don't know if they're going to do it right because I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't have faith in 20th Century Fox to execute this very well. And like, I don't know. Well, we'll see. I don't want to talk shit about 20th Century Fox because they've been doing pretty good lately with, you know, Logan and Deadpool. Deadpool 2 should be fine. Hopefully there's not a lot of studio involvement, but yeah, we'll see. Brad Stern asks, am I going to Boston Comic-Con? Yes, I will be at Boston Comic-Con. That's a very good question. Very good question. I will be at Boston Comic-Con on Saturday, August 12th. I will be peeing my pants because I'm going to be meeting Karen Gillan for a photo. And if you don't know who Karen Gillan is, she is Amy Pond on Doctor Who and Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy, and I love her more than life itself. I think she would be the only person who could talk me off of a ledge if I was feeling that kind of way. That's really dark. It's really dark. That's very dark. I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to. I'm not. I'm fine. Okay. Anyway, dude, could you do a fan meetup at Boston Comic Con? I don't know, Brad. I don't think I have enough fans at Boston Comic Con to actually do a meetup. But if you see me around, literally come and say hi, and I'll probably be more freaked out than you are. Like, not freaked out as in like, oh my god, no, people that like me. No, like I'll be like excited, probably more excited. Be like, oh my god, it's someone who watches my stuff. Thank you. And like, yeah, it'd be really cool to stop by and say hi while I'm walking around like an idiot, because I get really overwhelmed at conventions. I don't know if I told you guys this already, but like conventions kind of give me minor anxiety almost, because there's just so much to do and to see, and I feel like I'm gonna miss something. So I kind of just like don't know where to go. So I just walk around with this like weird look on my face. So if I'm like sweating profusely with like wide eyes, I'm not, I haven't popped a molly or anything. I'm just really confused and overwhelmed. All right. I wish Boston wasn't far away. I would totes come. I know, Micah, dude. I would love to meet you one day, Micah. I really want to meet you one day. I'm your biggest fan, Micah, and Nick, and all of you. Nick, MODOK, I need your thoughts. But what about MODOK, Nick? What about MODOK? If you guys don't know, Nick is convinced that MODOK is the missing Guardians of the Galaxy Easter egg. And I know he's probably joking, but like, come on, Nick. But MODOK is a very handsome gentleman. He's actually not very handsome, but those are my thoughts on MODOK. He's handsome, but not handsome. I will come to Boston Comic Con to meet you, says Daniel Schweizer. Dude, if you want to do, I think you should go to Boston Comic Con, obviously, to go to Boston Comic Con, because there's a lot of awesome people at Boston Comic Con. Like, it's a really fun time. If you just love comics, just go to Boston Comic Con for fun. But I don't want you to come all the way for me, because like I'm just a dude. I'm not like, there's nothing special about me. I'm just a weirdo. But if you want to meet me, like, I'm cool to do that, as long as you're not gonna like attack me or anything. we're cool. When will you do a trailer reaction? Probably sometime soon, when a trailer drops and I'm near a computer. Usually what happens, see, this is what happens. Whenever I'm out and away from my computer, like I'm like out of state for like the weekend, that is when a trailer will come up. And I have no way to do a reaction. And I'm not going to wait until I get back home to watch the trailer, because when I do my trailer reactions, I don't want to bullshit you guys. Like, I don't want to watch the trailer and then do a reaction video and watch it again and pretend like it's my first time. Like, that's dumb. Like, that's not genuine. Like, what's the point? Like, I feel like that's just like a views grab. I don't know. And I'm also very impatient, so like I can't wait. So I'm just gonna watch it immediately. So yeah. So all my if you guys are wondering, all of my trailer reactions are 100% genuine. Like, that's just who I am. I don't know. I just feel like just pretending that like you're watching a trailer for the first time isn't. It's not like, that's not what you guys clicked on the video for. Like, you wanted a reaction. Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of movie trailer reactions or any reaction videos are very kind of forced, and I don't know. I obviously I don't know their situation. It's just an assumption, but whatever. I'm rambling. All right. Stan Lee is a Skrull. Stan Lee could be a Skrull. I would not be surprised, but I think that what they're going for is Stan Lee being the Watcher, known as the Informant. And I really like I really like how James Gunn made the whole Watcher theory canon. I think that's really cool. All right. Nick asks, real talk, are you more excited for the Aquaman movie than Justice League? Yeah. I care. James Wan knows what he's doing, I feel. And I really like the direction that they're taking Aquaman. Like, Aquaman's badass, dude. Freaking Jason Momoa. Oh my God. But I don't really, I mean, like, I'm gonna watch Justice League in theaters, probably the first chance I can get, especially if the reviews are really good. But I'm not really excited about it because I've been burned too much by DC in the past. So can't really say that it's something that I'm like really I need in my body immediately. But I'm sure it'll, if Wonder Woman is the new standard, then I'm sure that Justice League is going to be a good movie. But if it's more of Zack Snyder's nonsense, then I'm over it, man. Summer Roy, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for coming. Sesba Harmath Cyrenil asks, Venom movie opinion, question mark. What is my opinion on the Venom movie? I think that with Venom, I'm really concerned about what Sony's doing with their Spider-Man property, because I feel like Sony's really amped that they're working with Marvel and that people are respecting Spider-Man and Spider-Man type stuff, but like I don't know if they're able to make a good Spider-Man movie on their own, because Marvel made Spider-Man Homecoming. Like, they said, hey, we're going to borrow Spider-Man, we're going to make the movie, and we're going to show you how it's done. But with any movie that's outside of Spider-Man Homecoming, that's all Sony. So I don't know if they can do it. And I don't know why. There's only one reason why they're thinking about making all of these extra Spider-Man type movies, and I just think that they're going for a Spider-Verse type deal, where like they introduce different types of Spider-Man, different Spider-Man characters for them all to come together eventually into this one kind of Avengers-like Spider-Verse type film, which I would be all about. But I just don't know if they have the ability to make a good movie on their own. I don't know. We'll see. Larry Winfield asks, I'm not sure if anybody has asked already, but what are your impressions of the Thor Ragnarok trailer? I wasn't too much of a fan of the first two movies and would love to know your thoughts. I'm right there with you, dude. I think Thor 1 and 2 are very Marvel movies. A lot of people love them, especially like a lot of my this is not a judgment on anybody. If you like the Thor movies, it's fine. But a lot of my non-comic book, like those very passive Marvel movie watchers that don't really watch read the comic books or whatever, really love the Thor movies, and that's fine. Like, Chris Hemsworth is awesome and as Thor, and I'm like, if you have a good time, that's all that matters. But I haven't really enjoyed them myself. But Thor Ragnarok is an awesome change of pace, and I really like how the director is letting Chris Hemsworth be funny. And I know a lot of people probably take issues with that because Thor, traditionally isn't really known to be like comedic at all. But I don't know, I think that's really cool, and I feel like having it go that Guardians of the Galaxy route, but also keeping it rooted in, that really intriguing Asgardian universe. I think that's a really cool idea, and I really like what they're doing with the Celestials and celestial imagery, and but one of my biggest concerns, I was talking to one of my friends about this. I think it was Candace. The Thor Ragnarok is apparently going to be the shortest Marvel movie that we've ever gotten, shorter than any MCU movie. So I'm very concerned that they can't really reach the potential of both the Ragnarok story and the Planet Hulk story in one movie. If you know, in that very short runtime. I don't know exactly what the runtime is, but I think it's an hour and a half or an hour 45 minutes, which is still pretty long. But I just don't know if they'll be able to do it without rushing through the movie. But I'm I'm very excited for this movie. I think it's going to be fine. Let me ask. I feel like I've been hitting the same people for questions. I want to answer a question that somebody else asked. Zizek, hey, Zizeku! Oh my gosh, it's been so long. What's going on, friend? Oh my God, you love Game of Thrones. You love Game of Thrones so much. I have not been keeping up with Game of Thrones. Please do not post any Game of Thrones spoilers in the comments, because I really need to catch. I'm so behind. I'm seasons behind. So if you could just keep this spoiler free, that's awesome. That'd be awesome. Thoughts on Skrulls in the DCEU? I think you meant MCU, Thomas Fitzpatrick. I was actually, when I first heard that the Skrulls were going to be in the MCU, I was at the movies about to go see Valerian. The City of a Thousand Planets. And I was surrounded by a bunch of people, and I looked at my phone and I freaked out. I freak out because I love the freaking Skrulls and I love Captain Marvel. And if there was any movie for the Skrulls to be introduced, it's Captain Marvel. Like, oh man, we're gonna see this. We're gonna see the Kree Skrull war. Like, are you joking? Are you joking? That's amazing. I don't know. I really want to know where the hell the Skrulls are in the MCU, because we don't see them in Guardians 1 or 2. So obviously something horrendous happened to them. And if Carol Danvers did exist and was active during the 90s, why don't people know about her? So it's either she kind of got her powers in space and like all that, all of Captain Marvel is going to take place in space, or something happened that caused everybody to completely forget about Captain Marvel, forget about the Skrulls, and have all of those elements just could be completely just secluded in some different part of the MCU, or maybe even not in this reality. I don't know. I have a bunch of theories and all that stuff, so we'll see. I'm out of all the movies coming up, I mean, it's Black Panther. I'm very much excited for Black Panther the most. Also, Infinity War. So other than Infinity War and Black Panther, Captain Marvel is what I'm all about, because Brie Larson is my wife in my heart and in my imagination. And yeah, I have many celebrity wives. I'm a man whore. A man whore. What about a Man-Thing film? I have actually, fun fact, I've been reading up on Man-Thing a little bit recently. Just because I feel like I have very little knowledge on Man-Thing. I don't know if that would work. I don't think Man-Thing would work as a film, as a standalone. I mean, yeah, it could, but I feel like it would have to work as a kind of, I don't know. I kind of view his story as being a little bit tragic, and I feel like with the right director, you can really make something really emotionally impactful. But as your traditional Marvel movie, I don't know if it'll work, but we made a talking raccoon work, so I don't know. We'll see. That's a good question. KJ16V asks, aren't you bored of the constant Spider-Man reboots? Yes, I am bored of reboots. I'm very bored of reboots. I feel like I just get it right already, but I'm very happy that they finally got Spider-Man right. And this is the first time in my life where I actually care about Spider-Man as a movie character. So I'm very excited to see what they do. And I'm very excited how they're going to approach the whole Miles Morales thing, because they introduced him being in the universe in Spider-Man Homecoming. I don't know if you caught that, but Donald Glover's character in Spider-Man Homecoming is Miles Morales' uncle, Aaron Davis, the Prowler. So that's really exciting, and I don't know how they're going to introduce Miles Morales in the MCU down the line, but we'll see how that happens. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. Anyway. Newer comments. No problem, DJ Chris. Good night, Nathan. Oh, geez, I didn't know it was 12:30 in the UK. Dude, thank you for stopping by. Have a good night, dude. Hey, Forever Brysean21 says, hey, I love your vids, and I'm happy for you, and you make me laugh every day. I love you. I love you, too. Thank you. That's really, really nice. Thank you very much. Summer Roy asks, who is a Skrull? That is a very amazing question, and that's actually the other video that I'm planning on doing in the future, explaining the Skrulls and who they are and what their significance is in the Marvel Universe. I kind of wanted to keep that on the low, but why not? well, you guys came here, and it's not really a secret. So be looking out for that. Hopefully I actually get to it and I don't, you know, fall back into my obsession with the Easter egg. But oh yeah, I want to tell you guys, I don't know if I already said this earlier, but I'm going on I don't want to make any more Easter egg videos for now. I kind of want to go back to Defacts and Nerd Herds, and I don't, it's been enough. And I do see, you know, some of you guys getting a little bit frustrated with the amount of Easter egg videos, and I get that. I get that 100%. I'm with you. I want to stop, and I am going to stop. Actually, fun fact. If you follow me on Twitter, you know this, but I actually released another Easter egg video before my ROM one that nobody knows about. It's on my channel, but it's hidden. And it's about something called an OmniWave projector. And actually, this is what I'll do. If you want to watch it, that's fine. But there's no big deal. Hold on. It's wrong, I think. Did anybody get back to me? Did Steve get back to me? Well, I don't think I didn't get a response for that one. But I don't think it's right, or else James would have said something. But what I'll do is I will drop the link to the video in the comments. So like, if you just want to watch it for entertainment's sake, I do like that video. You can watch it, but no big deal. Hopefully this is the right link and I'm not sending you a link to some random video. Boop. Link is there. So if you want to copy it, save it for later, that's fine, but like, you don't have to watch it. It's just a neat little video that's for special people. All right. Mini Paste says your Easter egg videos are entertaining. Thank you, Mini Paste. That's very kind of you. They're very, like, I try to make them fun, but I also want to give you guys, you know, the stuff that a lot of you guys actually subscribed for to begin with, which is like the Nerd Herd and the fact stuff. I really want to make more Nerd Herds, but like, it's really hard for me because I have a full-time job, and Nerd Herds take a lot of time. And I don't want to spend too much time making a Nerd Herd and then all those stories become really old and irrelevant. But I do realize that a lot of people don't really have a source of comic book news. So like, anything that I would have put out, they probably wouldn't have heard otherwise. So like, I guess that whole time thing is kind of, doesn't really make sense. But like, I try to, like with Nerd Herds, I kind of really like try to push them out really fast. Like I was about to make an appropriate joke, but that's not good. But anyway, yeah. Your research is a lot better than a lot of comic book YouTubers. Thank you, Regulus. Oh man, that's very nice. I take an insanely long time to do research for any video I make. It's really ridiculous. Like, for like obviously when I do research, I go to like the Marvel wiki pages, the various Marvel wiki pages. But so like, I'll read a fact on a wiki page, but I will not say that fact until I see the actual comic book page that they're getting that fact from. So a lot of the times, like, they have, you know, the references on the wiki, which is really awesome. But a lot of the times they don't. So like, I have to go out of my way to find where in history they got that fact. And it takes, you know, several minutes. But it's very time consuming when you're doing that from like fact to fact to fact to fact. And it's really, it takes a lot of mental energy and a lot of time. So whenever I see you guys, I really enjoy my videos. It really makes me happy because I do take a lot of time to make sure I'm not lying to you guys. I don't want to. I really try to be a college student in the sense that, like, you know, you gotta prove your whatever you say with evidence. Oh shit, good old college. Several minutes and hundreds of Chrome tabs later. You don't even know, dude. Whenever I do research, I have literally 200 tabs open in total. Because I have my work computer where I do research at work, and then at home I have another computer where I do research at home. And all those tabs have to do with the same subject, and I'm constantly just so many tabs. It's unreal, but like easily 200. That's not even an exaggeration. All right, newer comments. Ben Fierson says Marvel needs to add you to the payroll to create Easter eggs. I'd be all about that, dude. I would put the most obscure Easter eggs. I would just literally show up to set one day and be like, oh, Captain Marvel Bobble, gonna put this right on the dashboard of Star-Lord's ship. Or like, I mean, this isn't really obscure. This is Black Bolt. Well, he's gonna be in Inhumans, or I'll be like, Black Bolt is here. My office is filled with toys. Like, I'm the only one at this place that has an office full of toys because I'm a child. I also have Ned Flanders here, who tells me about Jesus. Thank you, Flanders. But yeah, like I have a Catwoman, I have a Sinestro, I have a Spider-Man, I have 2 Harley Quinns, I have a Proto-Man from the Mega Man series, I have a Daredevil, I have a little Star Wars guy, Sidon Athano from The Force Awakens, if you guys really want to know. I have a Donatello, I have a Rocket Raccoon, a Star-Lord. I have a bobblehead of me. I have a bobblehead of me. Hold on. So my friends, for Christmas, my friends Gabby, Kayla, and Nicole are the most amazing human beings that I know on this planet, and they surprised me. I did not know that they're doing this. They surprised me with a little MT bobblehead. They posted it on my Instagram a long time ago. And it's really creepily accurate, and I try not to look at it too long because it's disturbing. But yeah, that's it. Oh god, it's very cool. Stephen Profler asked, "Does this man watch Rick and Morty?" Can someone answer? I have watched Rick and Morty in the past. I watched, I think, like 3 episodes. I do love that show. I just don't have the time to watch Rick and Morty, unfortunately. It's very funny, and I love Dan Harmon as a creator. He made Community. Dude, if you guys haven't watched Community, it is probably, I don't want to say like huge statements, but like it's one of the best shows ever made. Ever. It's one of them. It's not the best show, but it's one of them. Please watch Community. Maybe skip season 4, but everything else is amazing. Of course, Steven. Of course. I give the shout-outs. All right. Hello, Nolan. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for watching Community, Micah. You did a good thing for your life. Spider Pig says Fox owns the Super Scroll. That is correct. I guess I'll just do a small little explanation on the scrolls, in case you guys don't know. So the reason why there was a lot of confusion up until like the fairly recent past with if the scrolls were ever going to actually appear in the MCU. And in case you guys don't know what I'm saying, the scrolls, meaning the Skrull alien race, Skrull, because they are originally Fantastic Four characters. So a lot of people just thought that they were at 20th Century Fox with the Fantastic Four. But back in 2015, James Gunn revealed that the Skrulls were actually co-owned by both Marvel Studios and 20th Century Fox. But what the deal is that Marvel Studios, I think I do remember explaining this in a previous video. Marvel Studios can only use the Skrulls as an alien race, but they can't use any big name Skrulls like the Super Skrulls or Super Skrull, the character, Koblock, what's his name? The Shaper of Worlds, like all those big name Skrulls they can't use, but they can use the Skrulls as a race. So they'll probably just end up making their own character, which like if like as like the leader of the Skrulls, which would be more than fine. I'm sure nobody would care. But that's basically the deal. And so technically in the new X-Men movie, which are dealing with the alien race known as the Shi'ar, the Skrulls could show up. And if that happened, a lot of people would be super confused because the X-Men universe and the Marvel Studios universe aren't connected. But I would assume that 20th Century Fox wouldn't do that to prevent confusion, but I don't know. What are the headphones for? You know what? That's actually a very good idea, because nothing is actually coming out of these. But I was listening for the audio, like to make sure the audio is coming through. And they're always on when I'm at work, so I just instinctively put them on, but I don't need them. Thank you. That's a very good question. Out of all the upcoming superhero films, which one do you think will reach Fantastic Four 2015 levels of awful? And that's from Sergio. Okay, out of all the upcoming superhero films, I mean, superhero content, obviously the Inhumans might reach that level of shittiness. But of all the films, I'm going to have to say, I don't really know. I don't think that anybody's looking to be that horrible. Maybe Justice League, but that could go literally any way. It could be good, it could be bad. I don't know. Like, Warner Brothers tends to not be very consistent. I mean, yeah, with their Warner Brothers. I was about to say 20th Century Fox. Yeah, I don't think that there's any that are looking terrible. Well, he said, I think he said film. So Iron Fist doesn't count. Iron Fist was a bag of iron shit. Jonathan O'Neill asked, thoughts on the new Domino? Okay, so personally, I think it's fine. I don't think that, I mean, having a black Domino, I think it's cool. I don't see any problem with that whatsoever. A lot of people are upset about it. People are like, oh my God, it's not true in the comics. Like, she's supposed to be pale. I'm like, who cares? Like, no one, it's fine. It's fine. Like, her skin color isn't all that crucial to her character. So, like, for characters that their skin color is a very big part of their persona, their identity, I feel like you shouldn't change their skin color. But most of the time, it's like, who cares? Like, people are kind of mad about that. Oh, spoilers for Spider-Man Homecoming. If you haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming, this is a pretty big spoiler. So mute me for a couple of seconds. But people are upset that Zendaya is Mary Jane, which is kind of dumb because her whiteness isn't a crucial part to her character. But with a character like Black Panther, who is the king of an African nation, you can't just cast freaking, I don't know, Matthew McConaughey as Black Panther. No, that would be really interesting. I would pay to watch that. I wouldn't like it, but I would pay to watch that just because I would want to see how that would happen. But yeah, just look, dude, race change anything you want as long as the character is still the character and the story isn't radically changed. Then just do whatever you want. Hire the best person for the job. Don't cast a black person in a white role because you want to make a state or because you want to put people in seats or you want to cause a controversy. Just cast the right person. That's it. I don't know. All right. Let me look at the earlier comments since they announced that the Flash movie will be Flashpoint in the DCEU. What are your thoughts? Says Jovan Grubik. That's a good question. I was actually thinking about this in the car the other day. I think about a lot of things in the car rather than driving. I've hit many pedestrians, and I'm being sued, and the cops are on the way. But I'm very torn with that. I feel like this is... I mean, I knew that they were going to do some type of Flashpoint type thing eventually, but I didn't think it'd be so soon, and I just don't know if this is just a case of Warner Brothers trying to push forward their agenda like really quickly. Because I feel like we should get like, you know, kind of like an origin Flash. I mean, we've already seen, we know the Flash's origin. I mean, if you watch the Flash TV shows, he's doing a pretty good job at that. But I don't know. I feel like we're not there yet in terms of. I mean, it should be interesting. I don't know. I'm very open to the idea. I just hope that they tackle it right. That's all I care about. And obviously, if you guys don't know Nick is literally one of the most creative writers I have ever come across. He has such good ideas for movies. Like I won't. Well, can I say it? Like, it's not really a big thing. It's not an idea of yours, but like, he has a very good Howard the Duck script. If Marvel, if you're watching this, even though 51 people are watching, Nick knows Howard the Duck really well. So please just hear him out. He has a very good Howard the Duck script, but I won't say anything else. He has a lot of good ideas for a lot of things, but I don't want to like spit somebody else's creative ideas because I don't want him to get Zuckerberged. What else? All right, going back to the newer comments. I feel like my lips are really chapped. My friend's working on the Justice League movie as a visual effects artist. I heard good things. Awesome. Cool. Let's see here. DC, you go. The DC's like, go big really fast on every character. Wait, what's character development? Yeah, but I am optimistic with DC. Well, cautiously optimistic is what I should say. Okay, everybody's asking me if I'm just excited for Defenders. I don't know if I think I did answer that earlier. I am excited for Defenders. I'm very much excited. And do you think that they should one day share a screen with the Avengers? Obviously, yes, but the chances of that happening are slim to none. Unless I feel like the only way that the Defenders could actually show up on the big screen is if and when the Defender series are all done. Like, there's no more Daredevil, there's no more Jessica Jones, there's no more all of that coming out regularly, and then they just like kind of import them into the MCU. But the problem with that is, well, first of all, the reason why I say that is because of scheduling. That's a really big problem. That's the really main reason why they're not in the big screen, because like all these actors, like these TV actors, they are dealing with a TV schedule, and these movie actors are dealing with a movie schedule. So having them all sync is nearly impossible. But another reason why I feel like that would never happen is that the Marvel Netflix universe is very adult oriented, and if you bring these really, you know, grittier characters to this, you know, Disney-fied Marvel universe, I feel like it doesn't really mesh well, and like I feel like Disney might be concerned that kids might be like, oh, let's watch Jessica Jones, and like that show has a lot of big themes and very adult themes, and I don't know. I feel like they want to kind of just keep them in their own box, but I feel like at the most, I feel like what they could do is reference Daredevil or reference Jessica Jones or all the Defenders in the in an Avengers movie, just to be like, just to put that official connection between them, because I feel like that's the best they could do, and it'd be really cool just to finally get validation, and for like Nick Fury to acknowledge that there's a blind man running around New York City with batons beating up criminals. I think that'd be really cool. What else? Nick says his idea is 12 times better than a Seth MacFarlane Howard the Duck movie, which I believe is true. When they show previous versions of Black Panther, throw in Robert Downey Jr. as Black Panther, Tropic Thunder style. I love Tropic Thunder, even though Tropic Thunder is a movie that would not be okay to put out in theaters today. No way in hell Tropic Thunder would ever get made today. No way. No way. That movie is gold. It's so funny. Like, if anybody, look, okay, black people are going to get mad at this, but it's fine. If anybody can wear blackface, it's Robert Downey Jr. I'm okay with it. He's a better black person than me. I will fully admit that. I'm okay with it. I love. Okay. Anyway, thoughts on Lucifer? Asks Connor Flynn. I haven't watched Lucifer yet. I hear the comic's really good, but I haven't watched Lucifer myself. But it looks pretty good. MT, watch out! Hitler is sneaking up on you! Quick, punch him in the face! Pow! Got him. Invisible Hitler, I got him. I saw, Teddy says he saw Spider-Man Homecoming yesterday. Hope you enjoyed it, Teddy. It's a really good decision. I love your energy, MT. It's the reason I subscribed. On a side note, have you ever thought about doing a Marvel-themed podcast? Yes. I think about making a podcast pretty much every week since I've started doing this, because I listen to podcasts every week. Podcasts are actually a really big part of my life. But I don't know if people would care about that. Because I tend, like, as you guys can see now, I'm just rambling. And I don't know, I have no idea how to gauge whether or not people want to hear me ramble unedited. Because when I do my videos, I'm very much edited, so I don't ramble and I don't go off topic too much. It's very structured. But with this, it's just like, I'm just talking about random things. And like, it's just around here having fun, just around here smoking crack, snorting cocaine. Don't do that. But I don't know. Maybe sometime in the future when I have more time, like if I ever were to reach the full-time YouTuber status and I just want to put content out there, I have so many ideas. Man, I would love to be a full-time YouTuber. Like, you don't understand. I have so many ideas that are so fun. But as of now, I got to do it the best with what I got. But that's something that I do want to do in the future. And hopefully with some of my nerd friends around here, I think that'd be really cool. Because as cool as it is, like talking and rambling, I feel like podcasts are better with other people to bounce off of. So the last thing I want to do is just ramble. Anyway. Oh, thanks, guys. Oh, MT, please do a Patreon. I really want to do a Patreon. Obviously not because I want to get paid. I feel like I don't deserve your money at all. But I really want to do a Patreon so I could give you guys little rewards like they do. But I fear what will happen with me because my schedule is so shitty. So I don't want to take your money and then not give you something because I don't have time to give you something. And like, I also don't want to, take your money and then give you a shit thing because you don't deserve that. Because I like to take my time with the videos that I make. So like, if I say for example, like a Patreon reward is like a quick little video answering a question that you have about comic books. I don't want to half-ass it because it's a gift, and I don't know. I'm just very concerned about time, and I just don't really have a good Patreon idea in my head yet for me to do that, and I really don't want to let you guys down. So yeah, that's basically my thing. Write the name Grady on a sticky note and put it on your tiny TV. I always forget that tiny TV is there. Where's my sticky notes? Why not? Where are my sticky? Literally, my whole desk is a freaking mess. I had a whole bunch of sticky notes here. Aha! I've got it. And what's going to happen is I'm going to put the word Grady on the TV, and I'm going to forget it's there for years. So you'll probably end up seeing this in the trailer reaction video. Grady. And I'll put a little smiley face. And I'll draw a little MT man. What? Proof. Slap it on there. Come on, stick. It's your one job. And now it is finished. That'll be on there forever, quite honestly. You're welcome. I've done it. Do you keep that around to watch your Land Before Time VHS tapes? Absolutely. I don't know why I put this back on. I don't need this. It's such an automatic reaction. So DJ Chris asks, so what are we, the MasterTainment Army? So I do have a term for you guys that I say on Twitter. I literally just call you guys the Nerd Herd, but without the A, because my show is called Nerd Herd, as in H-E-A-R-D, but you guys are the Nerd Herd, H-E-R-D. Hopefully that's cool with you guys. I think that's pretty clever. I'm a very clever boy. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so what is next for the X-Men franchise without Hugh Jackman? Asks Jonathan O'Neill. I think that they're just gonna move on with well, Wolverine is gonna come back in some capacity. I strongly believe that. I don't know if they're gonna recast. I don't think they're gonna go the X-23 route, considering that Logan took place in a different universe. But if they could just recast get an adult X-23, because she's kind of like hot right now, and so like they don't get super beat up for like immediately recasting Hugh Jackman. So I don't know what they're gonna do with Wolverine, quite honestly. I'm very interested to see what's gonna happen. But I'm also kind of relieved almost, because I feel like the X-Men movies rely too much on Wolverine and Hugh Jackman. So it'd be really cool for us to see emphasis on other lesser used X-Men. For example, Jubilee. I fucking love Jubilee, and they didn't even showcase her powers in the movie. That really bothered me. Jubilee, well, like obviously she's not like a big character, but who else? It would be really cool to. I don't know why I'm blanking on so many X-Men. I don't know. Just more character development on other characters. Also, they fucked up Apocalypse, by the way, and that really makes me upset. Anyway, coming home to find. No says coming home to find this live stream is the best surprise. I'm sorry. This is going to be very disappointing. Hopefully, this is entertaining. Thank you that you find this to be a surprise, but kind of lame. I don't know what I'm doing. This is really spur of the moment. Hopefully, you guys are having fun. I'm having fun, just talking. Hopefully, there's nobody here at work, or else they heard everything and I'm going to get fired, which is good. I don't need a job. I have a Rubik's Cube. And I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I have the really awesome talent of being only able to solve one side really quickly. So while I'm talking, I'm going to I'll solve the green side. Why not? Who would win a fight between all the people in the MCU, the DCEU, and the X-Men universe? All the heroes in the DCEU and the MCU and the X-Men? Probably Professor X. I feel like he just mind control everybody, but Deadpool is very, very resilient. So I don't know. It'd probably be Deadpool, quite honestly, or a cosmic Marvel hero. It's definitely a cosmic hero, but it could be Superman, but I feel like Superman can be taken down by magic. So, like, sorry, I'm paying attention. Oh, sorry, I'm almost done. Hold on. Whoop. Done. It's not really a big deal, but it's just one side. But I did this a lot in high school. Anyway, but I don't know. That's a good question. Squirrel Girl wins. I love Squirrel Girl. She would probably do it. She could probably pull it off. That girl got spunk, man. She got spunk and chipmunk. No, she doesn't. She got squirrels. It doesn't have chipmunks at all. Anderson Drawn says, I'm having a blast being here. Thank you, Addison. I said Anderson. I can't read. I can't solve the whole thing, Micah. I wish I could. My older brother can, but I can't solve the whole thing. It's easy. Apparently, it's really easy to learn. I just haven't sat down and tried to learn it, but whatever. It is I think it is the one above all, quite honestly. That's a good. The one above all is very powerful. I don't know if they'll be able to overtake whatever characters that the DC have in terms of cosmic ability, because then you kind of have like a god versus god kind of deal. So I don't really know who the one above all, the DC equivalent of him is. But one above all is very powerful, extremely powerful. Death Monkey asks, "Can we meet your older brother?" Well, this isn't my house. If you guys came late, I'm actually at work right now, so like, I mean, my brother doesn't even live with me anyway. But maybe one day, who knows? Like my older brother actually, he does music. He's part of a hip hop group called Winter Circle, and he makes rap music, and he makes beats and all that stuff. If you want to follow him on Twitter, his Twitter handle is... I don't know my brother's Twitter handle. Oh my god, did I X out the actual stream? Okay, good. Whew. Hold on, let me see. At Sam D. So at SAMMDEAZ. I'll type it in the chat. Give him a follow. He's a really cool dude. And he's my brother. In the chat. Give it a go. Yeah, older brother Sam, pretty cool guy. KJ16V says, "Are you into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Is anyone into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Am I the only person in the world watching the cartoon? Should I be ashamed of myself? I won't be. I have no shame. I really love the Ninja Turtles. I love the Ninja Turtles. I actually have a really good idea for a Ninja Turtles story that I really want to write. I've never wrote fan fiction before in my life, but I kind of want, if I were to write fan fiction, I don't know, I feel like fan fiction is so lame. It's not lame. It's actually really cool. I think that people that write fan fiction are really cool. But like there is that like, so I wrote this really wonderful April O'Neil fan fiction where she bangs a turtle, mainly Donatello, and it's really romantic and really not gross at all. And please don't judge me because I make out with my pillow at night. Like there's that huge connotation with that, but I feel like there's a lot of potentially good fan fiction out there. But and if I did take enough creative writing classes and I was confident in my ability to tell a story without fucking it up, I would totally try to get in contact with IDW, who publishes the Ninja Turtles comics, to see if I could make this little Elseworld short little 6-issue series that would blow people's minds, because no one would see this coming. It has a really awesome twist that people would be like, what the fuck? I think I may have ranted about it on Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, you probably already know this idea. Anyway, I do like the Ninja Turtles, and if you watch, I'm not really a fan of the newer cartoons, the Nickelodeon ones, but I did love the Fox Kids Ninja Turtles back in the day. I was all about that shit, man. Are you anticipating Godzilla vs. King Kong in 2020? I really liked Kong Skull Island, and I enjoyed Godzilla, so I'm gonna watch that movie. Not really super like amped about it, but like, you know, I'm like, yeah, that'll be cool. Like when it comes out, it comes out. I'm gonna watch it. It's cool. Chris Bates says, MT, what are your thoughts on the whereabouts of Red Skull and the possibility of his return? I think about this every day. Every damn day of my life. I don't know where that, I was going to say something. I don't want to say that word. I don't know where that person is. Yeah, he's definitely somewhere in space. Hands down, no doubt about it. We could see him in Captain Marvel. Actually, no, we could see him in Captain Marvel. Yeah, because the last time we saw him was in Captain America, old-timey World War II. So he could have stopped. He could have came back during the 90s with the Skrulls. Oh my God! Huh? That would be such a good idea. Wow. Huh. Okay, but because all right. This is just pure speculation. Oh man, that's a really good idea. I'm gonna write this down. I'm literally gonna write this down just for later, so I can think about it later. Because I forget about things really easily. It's really bad. I'm probably gonna have really bad memory problems. I'm old and crippled. Red Skull, Red Skrull is what I'll write. Red Skrull? Question mark. Because if they can't use any big name Skrulls, I mean, why not? Like, you could have the Skrulls as their leader, and the Skrulls as a race are very, they're racist. They have murdered the people that don't fit their idea of what a Skrull should be like. Do you guys mind if I do a little like schooling? I don't know. Whatever. I'm just gonna do it. So basically, with the Skrulls, I guess I should go back in time. I'm gonna talk about this in my Skrull video, but I'm just gonna say it all now. So at the beginning, okay, so Celestials. So Celestials at the beginning of like a planet's like Neanderthal age, the Celestials will come down and they'll do little experiments on the primitive life forms of the planet. So the Celestials came down to Earth and they messed around with a bunch of monkeys. And what they did was they added something called the cosmic chemistry to these monkeys. And they changed that chemistry within the monkeys that allowed the future generations of what would become humans to branch off into three branches of humans. So you have the normal base humans, who are usually called the prime humans, or just regular humans. And then you have the Eternals, who are basically these humans that are basically going to live. They have an insanely long lifespan, and they can fly, and they have these really amazing powers, and they're basically like genetic perfection. So you have these prime humans, and then you have these eternal humans, and then you have the deviant humans, which are these really prune-looking, monster-looking, ugly, genetically fucked up type of humans. And so this happens on different planets all over the universe. And so the Celestials came to the Skrull planet, and they did the same thing. And so, but the deviant branch of the Skrulls ended up killing pretty much all of the normal Skrulls, what we would consider humans on Earth, and a good chunk of the Eternal Skrulls. So all that's left are these deviant Skrulls, like the deviant branch of the Skrull race. Why am I talking about this? Oh yeah, so Red Skull. So yeah, so they were obsessed with people that didn't. They were obsessed with their idea of like what the perfect race should be. So if the Red Skull went into space and met up with these Skrulls with his Hitler ideology, it would make sense for him to naturally assume naturally make himself their leader if he had plans of, world domination, I guess now universe domination, because it'd be an awesome parallel between, Hitler, because Hitler wasn't German, he was Austrian. So like that kind of be like a whole like, yeah, let's go wipe everybody out. I don't know. It's just an idea. Whatever. I'm done. Ring ring, class is in. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I'm literally gonna explain all that in my new scroll video once I get around to it. I just wanted to say it. It'll be more articulate because like right now I'm just talking like we're buddies, me and you. So yeah, whatever. What do I have on my desk? I have a bottle of pure MCT oil because why not? My whole desk is a mess. Let me grab things off my desk. I have also nutrition gummies. My desk is a mess. I'm so glad you guys can't see everything because it is absolutely chaotic in here. I have a bunch of toys. I have batteries because my job requires me to have a shit ton of batteries at all times. DVDs everywhere. My mail. Books. Oh, I got this. Oh, I got this last year at Boston Comic Con. Actually, it's a really awesome book from. I forgot who's the artist, but man, the art in here is really freaking dope, man. Oh man, I cannot. Like Boston Comic Con is literally next weekend, 2 weekends from now. And man, hold on, let me see if I can. So we have this is Ghost in the Shell, right? This is really cool. It's like a kind of. I mean, not. Well, I shouldn't. I mean, not that I'm saying like, oh, look at this naked lady, but you know, it's just look at the art, okay? Just don't look at naked ladies. So don't just see a naked lady. It's just. This is not like a book of ladies. It's like there's other stuff in here. It's not just like provocative ladies. It's like that's another provocative lady. Okay, look, Katniss 70. It's not a book of. Okay, I gotta stop showing you ladies. It's not just ladies. Okay, that's another lady. Lady. This is a book of ladies. Oh my god. Okay, there's Batman. I don't have my like book of nerd ladies here for special lonesome times in my office. That's really gross. I got a book. And I got a couple of comic books here. Who cares? Anyway, let me get back to answering questions. Okay. Come on, let me go down. Why are you doing this? Let me click. Whoops. Oh, I know why you're doing this. Sorry. Do you really believe in the Oscar campaign for Wonder Woman? Oh, I'm sorry. This is your third time you asked. I totally missed that. I'm sorry. I haven't heard of that actually, but I think that's overkill. I don't think that Wonder Woman deserves an Oscar. I feel like I messed up the camera. Hold on, let me. This webcam is so bad. I'm sorry. I want to get a new camera for filming stuff like this, but like this camera's really bad. I'm really sorry. I've never. MT confirmed gay. I'm not gay. Okay. I just didn't want you to think I was like, I don't know, staring at a book full of scantily clad women. I'm not gay. I'm very much ungay. Not that being gay is cool. I love gay people. Just not gay myself. What was I talking about? Yeah, that's like it's a little bit ridiculous. Wonder Woman was an okay movie to me. It wasn't anything great. I don't think there were any performances that were amazing. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, whatever. If it wins an Oscar, it wins an Oscar, but I don't think it'll win an Oscar. Celeste Scroll is better. I like that. Wonder Woman deserves an Oscar nomination for like costumes. I mean, I guess they did a good job with period costumes. MT, what does your pull list look like? I don't really have time to read comic books. I'm so behind on comics. I'm so embarrassed at how behind I am on comics. But the only comic I have been really reading is Secret Empire, which I'm really enjoying a lot. Hopefully they don't fuck it up at the end. I feel like Marvel did a lot of backtracking with all the backlash that came with Hydra Cap. So I feel like they had an original ending in mind, but because everybody was freaking out, they kind of commissioned another. I don't know if you're reading Secret Empire, you know what I'm talking about. But you know how like they have those like Steve Rogers scenes where like he's in this weird world. I don't know what's going on there, but like the art is a lot different than the actual main story, where Steve Rogers is with like what seems to be I think it could be War Machine and Bucky in this like weird world. I feel like that was added in later because like as like damage control, because like they were probably gonna make Steve Rogers Hydra officially, like in canon Hydra, but since everybody got mad, they probably just like, all right, let's just make it like a clone or something. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, dude, you need to read Black Bolt. It's this year's Is it really? Because I remember seeing that in the solicitations, and I was like, oh my god, I'm very excited for this. But Marvel doesn't know how to handle the Inhumans, so like, dude, I'm all about Black Bolt, man. If you like it, I will literally read it. I will add that to my list of books I'm going to read because it's very small because I've been slacking. But another book I've been reading, I started reading yesterday actually. It's a book called Shirtless Bear Fighter. Everybody that is watching this, please read Shirtless Bear Fighter if you like just stupid, funny shit. It is so funny. Please read Shirtless Bear Fighter. You will love yourself. Read Shirtless Bear Fighter. Michael Alton asks, MT, what type of phone do I have? I have a Samsung Galaxy S8. No, Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. I guess it's old now. I think it's kind of freezing. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Why did Hydra just disappear from the MCU? Why does no one mention them? Well, apparently at the beginning of Age of Ultron, they kind of just said, all right, we got rid of all of Hydra. So I guess they're kind of... Well, like, Hydra is more of a presence in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so if you're missing Hydra, you should probably watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Though I don't know how much they are these days. I'm only on season 3, 2, 3. But yeah. Yeah, everybody's saying Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, definitely. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is I feel like it's a very underrated show. I feel like a lot of people got well, I did too. I got turned off by it at the beginning of the first season. I'm like, this is dumb. But I started watching it. I kept watching it, and it's really good. It is really good. It's a very good show. You guys should, if you guys aren't watching it, you guys are missing out. Freaking, what's her name? Why do I always forget names when I want to remember them? Sky, Daisy, what's her real name? I know her name because I follow her on Instagram, and she's amazing. Someone's going to tell me, and I'm going to be like, oh, yeah. Oh, God. Anyway, she's very beautifully awesome. Excited for the Punisher series? Hell yeah. I'm so sorry, Bleh. I missed you 10 times. Holy smoke. Yeah, I'm very excited for Punisher. Punisher was one of the best parts of Daredevil Season 2. He deserves his own series. He deserves everything in the world. Mostly vengeance. That's a good thing to have. All right, so newer comments. Realm of Kings and War of Kings, Black Bolt was a badass. That is correct. That was a very good. I recently read those. Those are good. Chloe Bennett. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Very hot. So hot. She's very cool. She's very awesome. Man, if I ever went to like a red, like not saying that I ever would. You know, I'm not like fancy pants dude over here. But if I was ever at a red carpet Marvel event, I would literally lose my shit because like all those like Brie Larson would be there, Karen Gillan would be there, Chloe Bennett would be there. I mean, I try to play it cool. I try to be like, whatever, just pretty girls. I'm like, it's pretty bad. I just, you know, just in my imagination. I just got married to you several times in my mind. It's fine. Yeah, it's cool. Just put your number on my phone and maybe I'll take a picture. I don't care. I don't care. It's fine. I see this every day. I don't know. I just had like an aneurysm. MT dude, check your Twitter direct message. It may interest you. I'll check that later. I'm very interested. What did you send me? She has the best John Wick style fight scenes in the show. Who, Daisy? I think so. Daisy? Like nowadays? Oh, man, I'm behind then. Sergio asks, do you have any fetishes, like in foot fetish, which I have, for example? I mean, if you have foot fetish, I'm not laughing at your foot fetish. I'm just laughing at I wasn't expecting that kind of question. If it like any fetish, if you have a fetish, that's cool. I don't think I have a particular fetish. That's my deal. I have a comic book fetish. Just if a girl shows up with just two highly graded rare comics covering each nip, I'm all there, man. I'm all there. Why did I do that? I'm watching the replay now and I'm really regretting what I did with my arms. Okay. Do you think Patty Jenkins should direct the upcoming Superman movie? Look, I'm not really impressed with Patty Jenkins yet. She did a good job with Wonder Woman, but like I feel like there was a lot of decisions that she could have made that could have made the movie a lot better. So would I give her a Superman movie? No, mostly because she already made a Superman movie. Like Wonder Woman is a much better Superman movie than Man of Steel was. So I don't know. I kind of want her to stick with what she knows. I'm not saying that she can't do anything else that isn't related to a woman. Obviously not. She can do whatever she wants. But I don't know. I just feel like we need new blood on Superman. And if anybody, and this is gonna sound like blasphemy because like I don't know why he gets a bad rap in the industry, but if there's anybody they don't want in charge of a Superman movie, it's Max Landis. And I know a lot of people don't like that. But Max Landis is actually a genius. He's a fucking creative genius. If you guys haven't read Superman American Alien, it's a little like 6 or 9 issue series. Please read Superman American Alien. He writes that, and oh my dear lord, it is so good. It is the best Superman like story I've ever read ever. Well, granted, I do like the new Superman Rebirth stuff, and apparently Super Sons is pretty good. I need to get into that, but please read Shirtless Bear Fighter and Superman American Alien. Homework. You will not be disappointed because it's a very interesting take on Superman, and I would really love a teenage, well, I would really love a Superman where it kind of had a like almost different origin where like you have this late teenager Superman like amongst the Justice League. So like we already have a seasoned Batman and he's kind of like mentoring this young Superman. And I know it sounds like Smallville kind of, but like not really. But like it'd be really cool for if Warner Brothers really wanted to introduce this, you know, Batman that kills people initially, and then to have been inspired by this young teenage boy who doesn't really know what he's doing, but he has this really good heart with big ideals, affect his mood on, you know, his ideas on killing people. I feel like that would have been really cool. But obviously, I don't want Batman killing people at all, ever, at any point, because it doesn't make any sense considering that that's what he was all about from the jump, from when he first started. Anyway, I'm rambling. MT, I disagree. I know. I know, Nick. Nick is he's much better with writing than I am. So like he probably has a much better idea. Bye, Ben. Thank you for being here. I love you very much. Like a brother, wife. MT, are you excited for Runaways? Sorry if someone asked this. I just got here. Hey, Mew to Queen. The text is really small. Mewtwo Queen. I am very excited for. Well, I love the Runaways. It's one of the first comics I read when I first got into comics back in 2015. Shocker! I'm a relatively new comic. I've been reading comic books for 2 years now, but I accelerated so far, so hard that like I have all this information I've read. But it's one of the first series that I read, and oh man, I have a very like where the Runaways are very near and dear to my heart. So I was very excited for it, and then I saw the leaked trailer, and it got me really concerned. I don't really know if it means that it's bad. Like, okay, My main concerns are mainly with the acting and the costumes, because what I saw in the trailer, it kind of looked like a bunch of kids cosplaying as the Runaways characters. Um, and I don't know. I just really hope that they don't turn it into this teen drama type deal, like something that you'd see on Freeform. Like, for example, Cloak and Dagger. I'm not really excited for that at all. I feel like it's a missed opportunity putting it on Freeform. Come on, no. It just seems like something you'd see on Freeform, like a Pretty Little Liars type deal, and like, which is cool. Like I find value in that, considering that like that show is going to reach an audience that probably wasn't really into supplemental Marvel material outside of the movies. So like, your Pretty Little Liars audience, that like, teenage audience. So it's really cool that like they probably might enjoy a comic book show like that. But I don't know. I really do like the source material. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm done. Whatever. um, what the hell is Freeform? Freeform used to be ABC Family, but now it's Freeform. I don't like calling it Freeform. I just call it ABC Family all the time, but Freeform is what it's called. Sergio asked, "Do you read manga?" I don't read manga, but I watch anime. I freaking love anime. Do I have any anime? I don't have any anime stuff in here. But anime is my shit. I'm not I'm not one of those anime people that are just like really weird and like all I do is talk about anime. Like, I mean, not saying that anime people are weird, but like I try to keep it not low key. Just it's like just another thing that I like, and I recommend anime to people, to everybody. And I really get mad when people talk shit about anime when they have never watched anime. Like, get the fuck out of here. But oh my god, I'm talking about anime, Nick. Oh no. I was like, oh wait, Nick's gonna start saying stuff. Nick does not like anime. It's okay. He gave it a go though. I'll give him that. Have you ever watched Tokyo Ghoul? Yeah, I mean no, but I've been meaning to. Do you think the MCU and the Star Wars are in the same universe? No. Um, I don't think so at all. um, Miles Morales says, "Gotta go. I'll watch the rest later. But please answer this. I want a Marvel Kings movie with Black Panther, Namor, and King Thor. I want a Black Panther, Namor head-to-head movie so badly. I want Namor to go head. I want the beef to be there. I want Black Panther 2 to have Namor. I want them to beef hardcore because Namor is a little shit that is a badass who doesn't give a fuck, and so is T'Challa. And I feel like that'd be a really interesting chemistry." But anyway, thank you for coming here, Miles. I love you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Don't come on. Don't. That's not a dumb. There's no dumb questions, Blair. Like you never know. People are trying to make really big universes. You never know how big a universe will go. Da, da, da. Just to clear it up, Roy, I wasn't calling you dumb. Someone said that it was a dumb question. I don't think it was a dumb question. Would you do a video on the 2008 Cosmic Marvel run? I really do like it. I like I said before, I've been recently trying to burn through those, so I could, it's kind of like it's its own saga. It's like its own space opera. It's the Marvel space opera, and it's really cool to see all these cosmic characters interact, like your Nova, your Guardians, Quasar, all of them. Like it's really interesting. Like the Annihilation War. I really did like the Annihilation War. What's my favorite arc so far? Annihilation Conquest was all right. Probably just Annihilation. That's pretty good. I think there's something else I'm missing. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, if that's something that's high in demand, probably, but because I'm kind of pressed for time, I probably won't do that until I do somehow reach that full-time YouTuber status. But I seriously do need to start a Patreon and just do it. I don't know. I mean, if that's something that you guys would want, I never want you guys to feel like I'm begging you guys for money or to seem like a sellout or anything. Are you going to do an Easter egg video on Guardians of the Galaxy 2? No. I said that earlier, but you probably weren't there. But no, that's probably not for me. What are your thoughts on the Doctor Doom movie without the Fantastic Four? I think that the dude who did Legion is doing the Doctor Doom movie, right? So I'm very excited about this because Doctor Doom is a very underutilized character, and if Nick is probably going to activate in the comments now because Nick is the number 1 Doctor Doom fan on this planet, hands down. And I feel like Doctor Doom is a very rated character nowadays. And the movies have not been doing him justice at all. Like, not at all. So if there was a solo Doctor Doom film headed by the right person, it could actually end up becoming one of the best superhero movies of all time, if they do it right. And if you guys haven't read the comic, it's a new comic, The Infamous Iron Man. I recommend it because it's Doctor Doom assuming the Iron Man mantle. And if you don't really know too much about Doctor Doom's personality, that's a good place to start, in my opinion. There are other arcs that showcase his personality in his actual Doom persona, where he's not Iron Man, a lot better. But if you want to read something that's really fun and really cool and really interesting, please read that because it's one of my favorite comics. MT confirmed gay sellout. MT confirmed bald. I think the shine on my head it confirms the baldness. It's pretty good shine. I got a pretty good shine going. Do you read comics apart from Marvel and DC, like Dark Horse, Vertigo, or whoever owns Scott Pilgrim Against the World? Yes, I love when I read comics. When I'm into comics, when I'm not like when I have more time and I'm actually into comics and I have pull lists and stuff, I mainly read indie comics. I like Marvel, I like DC, but like other than like really big events like Secret Empire, I don't really care. Like I'll read, I'll keep up with the Miles Morales Spider-Man because I do like that. And like I said, the Infamous Iron Man, but like I'm mainly reading indie comics. Also, I said that I always say this whenever I can. My favorite comic book publisher of all time is, well, my favorite superhero comic book publisher of all time is Valiant Comics. Like they're all like I have 5 Valiant comics on my wall right here. I can probably pull one off, but it's probably no, I don't want to pull off that one. Whoop! Framed on my wall, Exo Man of War. If you don't, hopefully there's no like shine. I want to make sure that there's no like weird business going on. Okay, you guys can see it. Cool. Exo Man of War is one of the coolest motherfucking comic book characters ever. If you like Iron Man, if you like the thought of Thor in an Iron Man suit from outer space that has a mind of its own, this is the shit that you want to read. This shit is awesome. Awesome. Valiant Comics makes really awesome comics, and they're coming out with movies soon. I think Jared Leto is going to be Bloodshot, who is this like kind of Bloodshot is basically Terminator meets Rambo, and I can't. Just okay. What you guys need to do if you guys really want to get into Valiant Comics, go to a website. I'm gonna give you illegal information, so please listen up because I'm only gonna say this one. Did I break my frame? I don't know. Whatever. I'll put this up later. Please don't fall. Okay. So there are 2 websites that you guys can go to read comic books for free. Okay? I'm going to get. They're legit. I don't know how they are without an ad blocker, so please have an ad blocker or just go on your phone. So the 2 websites are a website called viewcomic.com. I haven't been there for a while, so I just want to double check. Viewcomic, are you guys still around? Yes. Viewcomic.com has all the latest stuff. Like, so if you want to go like read a comic that's new, go to View Comics, search, and just go to town. But there's another website called where is it? I know I have a readcomiconline.to. Write this down. Readcomiconline.to is a website that has all the new stuff, pretty much all the old stuff. It is the #1. This is where I go if I'm doing heavy comic book research. And I also have the Marvel Unlimited apps if you want to do it like legally. Download Marvel Unlimited and sign up for that because like that's an awesome service and I have it and I use it whenever this website is down. But please get into comic book. Comic books are so cool. But whenever you can, obviously, go out to your local comic book store and buy a comic because that's the best way to read a comic anyway. And you're supporting the industry when you go out and buy a comic, especially when it comes to those indie titles. Please support people that make original content. Please do that. But if you can, and I understand money is tight, you can't buy everything. Go on those websites and just put comic books in your mind because comic books are so good, so good. Getcomics.info. I've never checked that out, but I've been meaning to. I didn't know if this was if that was legit enough. MT's bald head is brighter than Johnny Storm when he says "Flame on." Very good. That's really good. I like that. MT, I'm popping in at the gym. What are you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? Dude, good on you for being at the gym, Level 1 Mage. Also, hello, Level 1 Mage. I love you, dude. You're always showing up in the comments. Like, you've been around for so long. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. But Level 1 Mage, you're that dude. I like you. Do you think Dark Horse? Oh man, I didn't finish talking about indie comics. But yeah, Valiant Comics are awesome. I love Image. Obviously, Image is like the indie comic publisher. I mean, obviously, like there's Dark Horse and all that, IDW, but Image Comics, I feel like, has the best indie comics, hands down. Anyway, do you think Dark Horse will start their own cinematic universe in the near future? I don't think they have the juice like that. I feel like they're all about posting. I don't think they have like a huge universe of their own. I don't know. I don't think so. I just think they're just a bunch of isolated stories. I'd have to double check, but I don't know. You too, Queen. By the way, MT, I'm the commenter who always jokingly comments if you're okay. You're not the only one, but thank you. I'm getting better. I'm trying to get away from the egg. It's so hard not to think about the Easter egg. You guys don't understand. Like every waking moment, I'm thinking about this egg. And you guys probably already knew that, but every waking moment, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. This is not a joke. Every waking moment, I'm thinking about different possibilities. I'm thinking about different characters I haven't considered. I'm reading material on the go. Like if I'm waiting in line, I'm reading comics that old comic book series that I've never even thought of reading, just to see if I could pick up some knowledge. I'm trying to put myself in James Gunn's shoes to find out what he could have potentially been referencing, because chances are it's something that I don't know about yet. And so I'm just putting a bunch of information in my mind and considering every avenue and reading every freaking Wikipedia article there is. So it's, like I said, I recently got into comics in 2015. So like I'm always playing catch up, especially with people who grew up with these comics. Like James Gunn grew up with these old school, awesome comics. So like I have to literally catch up. And while I'm doing that, I'm learning a lot. And like I'm a lot more educated on comic books before I even started this Easter egg hunt. It's ridiculous. Anyway, okay, I didn't see you, Blair. What'd you say? What's female superhero in the MCU would you like to see get her own show or movie? Well, that's already in the MCU right now. I mean, obviously Black Widow. Black Widow deserves her own movie at this point. So yeah, probably Black Widow. Do you think Gunn's gonna get a kick out of this with the Easter egg stuff? I'm sure he's probably sick of me, man. But I don't know. Hopefully he's not tired of me. Hopefully he still finds me amusing. I definitely do want to give you guys and James Gunn a break from my stupid brown face. If you ever do solve it, should you should just keep making Easter egg videos just to troll. Oh God, no. I can't do that. I can't. I've done enough Easter egg videos for one lifetime. Breaking news: MT kidnaps director James Gunn for Easter egg. Don't be surprised. That's actually quite. That's not out of the picture. I got out of comics in 1994. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. The 90s were a very, if you guys don't know this, the 90s were a horrible time for comic books. If you ever see a comic book that was published in the 1990s, don't even do it. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Let's just skip forward to just the mid 2000s. That's when they started getting better again, man. Don't forget me, DJ Chris. I'll never forget you, DJ Chris. MT, please check that Twitter DM quickly. All right. I do want to check your Twitter DM. I'm sorry. I'm really bad with DMs in general. Is you right here? Whoa. Huh? Really? Wait, is this? Oh yeah, this is you. Wow, I mean that's a nice offer. I think I'm good though. I think I have a good enough resource. But thank you. That was really nice. You didn't have to do that. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you. It's a penis. Have you heard of Jeff Senior, amazing artist who did? Is it Jeff Senior? I don't know. Who did UK Transformers and other comics? I haven't heard of him. But I've been meaning to get into trying to get into the Transformers comics. You can read it all from your phone. Well, those websites I was talking to you about, you can I can read them on my phone too. But thank you though. Thank you for that. That's an amazing resource, and I might take you up on that in the future. But as of now, I think I'm good. Have I read Dan Slott's run on the Silver Surfer? Not yet. Is it really that good? When did that come out? What movie am I most hyped for? Black Panther. Black Panther. Captain Marvel. Infinity War. Hey, first of all, if you guys haven't watched the Infinity War trailer, hopefully it's still up. If you go on my Facebook page and go to my videos, I have the Infinity War trailer on my Facebook page. Just saying, in case you didn't, in case you somehow missed, it should be all over the internet now. I don't think Marvel has really gone out of their way to delete this trailer. Quite honestly, who shot me a message? Oh, I have so many notifications. Wow, I should probably check my Facebook. Is it still up? Is it still up? Yes, it's still up. So if you go there, it's called Mystery Trailer number 3. Go to town. Infinity War. Did you see Game of Thrones, and what season do you like the most? I'm so behind on Game of Thrones, so please no Game of Thrones spoilers. But I think I am around season 4 or something like that. I'm so behind. It's ridiculous. Back to my female superhero question. A superhero in the MCU that's not really heard or talked about, like Spider. Oh, so you mean, so when you say MCU, you just mean the Marvel comics, because MCU means Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I just thought that you meant like the characters that are already in the movies that don't have their own movie. Oh, I have probably many answers to this. I want a Spider-Gwen movie, Spider-Gwen, but I feel like she's overplayed now. So like, I don't know. I'd rather get good Spider-Man movies first. I have a bunch. I love Captain Marvel, but she's already getting her own movie. America Chavez, Miss America. Like, she's amazing. I mean, the new Miss America. Do not read the new Miss America series, America. It's shit. It's garbage shit. It's garbage poop shit. It's terrible. I don't know what they were thinking. Don't read that shit. It's abysmal. But Miss America deserves her own. I feel like her own TV show, because I mean, a lot of people don't like Doctor Who. So if I say Doctor Who, people are gonna be like, eh, but Doctor Who's actually really good. It's a really good show. Insanely good. But Marvel could literally have their own Doctor Who type situation with an interdimensional hopping Latina woman who kicks people and likes to do good things. Like that writes itself, man. Like, what are you fucking doing, Marvel? Jesus Christ. Hire me, man. I will show up with PowerPoint presentations of what you guys should be doing every day at 8 a.m. Incredibles 2, what are your thoughts? Are you joking? Incredibles is my favorite Pixar movie of all time. It is unreal how we have 3 Cars movies. I think we got a fucking Planes movie at one time. We have, I mean, Toy Story makes sense, but we have all this shit. And we're just getting an Incredibles 2. Are you joking? Incredibles is the only good Fantastic Four movie there ever was. Come on, man. I'm very disappointed in you, Pixar, but I'm very happy that you got your shit together. Including my Iron Fist. Nick has a really good idea for Iron Fist, by the way. Nick, somebody needs to hire Nick. Nick, you should be making comic books. Like, come on, man. Like, you should be making comic books, dude. Get on that. I feel like you'd make really good Image comic books. MT, is it true that Captain America will die in the next Avengers? I don't know. I feel like Chris Evans is all in on Captain America. I feel like he's willing to sign up for as many Captain America films as is required of him. I feel like if anybody's going to die, it's going to be Robert Downey Jr. Because he's kind of aging out of his role as Tony Stark. And I think that people kind of want to keep the, I don't know, I feel like just they probably want to pass the Iron Man mantle off to somebody else. Personally, actually, no, I wouldn't want that. I like to play around with the idea of Star-Lord as Iron Man, but like, I think Star-Lord's good with where he's at. But I think that doing a Riri Williams, because she's the black teenager who is Iron Man right now, the female Iron Man. I think that I really like that series currently, and I didn't think I would. I didn't think I would care about it, but I really like her series, and I think that introducing Riri Williams in the MCU after Iron Man's death, but then also what they did in the comic is spoilers for Civil War II. It's a year old now. At the end of Civil War II, Robert Downey Jr. is, I guess he's in a coma, and so while he's gone, the AI consciousness of Tony Stark is basically follows this new Iron Man. He's the mentor of the new Riri Williams Iron Man, and so it's really cool to still have Robert Downey Jr. in the MCU, but kind of as a mentor type role to this new Iron Woman. So like you can still have the quips of Robert Downey Jr., but with new blood, and just a new approach to things. And I feel like that'd make it for a really interesting a different take on Iron Man, while ushering in new interesting ideas. So yeah. Thank you for agreeing, Jonathan. Chris Evans said he was done with Captain America, though. I thought I read something recently that he said he was all in, but maybe. I mean, he could very well die. It would be a very fitting sacrifice. But I don't see I don't really see, what's his name? The dude who plays Bucky. Sebastian Stan. I don't really see him as a Captain America type deal. I know that Bucky was in the comics, but I don't know. I don't see Sebastian Stan or Anthony Mackie as a Captain America. I mean, I'm sure it could work, but to me, I don't think that they could pull it off. I honestly don't see why Chris Evans just wouldn't just do it. But I understand that he's an actor and he doesn't want to get typecasted. Stan does have an 8-movie contract. That is very true. Yeah, you're right, Ben. You're 100% right. There's not much that Sebastian Stan can do. Yeah, it's probably going to be Sebastian Stan. Have you heard about the Marvel A Million BC comic? I did hear about that. Not really all that excited for it because I don't really know too much details about it. But it's an interesting concept. But I'm sure it's probably going to be one of those comic book series that comes and goes, and it'll be in somebody's back issue and like, oh, this is really cool. Unless there's a standout character in that event or series or whatever. I don't know. I just tweeted you something else, but this will be information you'll need to keep a secret forever. My lips are sealed, man. I will not tell anybody. Holy crap. Okay. That's interesting. Well, okay, I'll try to talk about it later. Maybe later. But that's a very interesting prospect. It's very interesting. Yeah, I just read my DM. That's what I was reacting to. Anthony Mackie deserves credit where it's due. I think that Anthony Mackie is a really amazing Falcon, and I really hope that they, make him have really awesome scenes in Infinity War because he deserves to stand out, and he has some really awesome scenes in, especially if you look at an Anthony a Falcon highlight reel from, I believe it was The Winter Soldier. His scenes are amazing, and I feel like that they don't really get any play because people are like, "Oh man, the highway scene's so great." It is great, but like Anthony Mackie is an amazing, like the stuff that he does it's really good. So you should watch that. Don't you dare talk trash about Sebastian Stan. He's my roommate in fellow. I'm sorry, Sebastian Stan. He's a nice guy. Anthony Mackie is too jokey. That is correct. Apparently, this dude is a nightmare on set because he's just joking around. Who do you think will be the Skrull in the Avengers? That's actually a very good question, and that's something I've been thinking about ever since the announcement. So the people I think that could be Skrulls are Everett Ross from Civil War and Black Panther, Rhodey, maybe General Ross. It'd be really cool if Betty, the Hulk's girlfriend, ended up becoming a Skrull. That'd be really interesting. But she's not really in the MCU anymore because that was Edward Norton. I mean, she's in the MCU, but like I don't know what the deal is with her character. Not Pepper. If Happy Hogan is a Skrull, my heart will literally break in two. That'd be the biggest shock of all time. If Happy Hogan betrayed it, that'd be ridiculous. Maria Hill, possibly. This is my personal opinion. A lot of people would probably disagree. But if Hawkeye was a Skrull, I would be really, really happy because if you have never read Matt Fraction's Hawkeye run before, it's one of the best comic books ever written. It reads like a really good TV show, and that is the version of Hawkeye that I like. So if in the MCU Hawkeye doesn't really personify that, he's just like his own dude. But I kind of find him kind of boring. So if that MCU Hawkeye ended up becoming a Skrull, and then like they released the real Hawkeye, with that Matt Fraction comic book personality, I feel like that'd be really cool. But I do think, regardless of all that, that's just my idea. Hawkeye, I think that he could be a Skrull. but I feel like Jeremy Renner would be really pissed if he was a Skrull. So I don't know. Who else do I think is a Skrull? I'm thinking of all the Avengers. I think that. Nah, that's too. They were really interesting if Peggy Carter was a Skrull, but I think that's too on the nose. But hear me out. What if Peggy Carter was a Skrull after? So like, let's say Captain America 1 happens, and then Peggy Carter goes and does her thing. But then the Skrulls come, replace Peggy Carter, put her in stasis, and then replace her with a fake Peggy Carter. She grows old and she dies. And then stasis Peggy Carter comes back in the modern time. So Peggy and Steve could have their old little chance at romance. I don't know. That's just me thinking like an idiot. MT confirmed gay sellout Skrull. It's real. What is a Skrull, by the way? A Skrull. I did a whole shindig, but a Skrull is an alien in a shape-shifting alien in the Marvel comics, and they have this event called the Secret Invasion, where all the Marvel characters found out that like some of their friends are secretly Skrull shape-shifting spies. So like it's just like, and they're all trying to secretly take over the world. So like it's a really interesting series. It didn't really play out as well as the concept sounds, but it's still a good read. I mean, you just turn your brain off a little bit and just enjoy it. Plot twist. MT is the Skrull. Shh. I want a Howard the Duck movie. Yes, but the movie that a movie that I really wanted, and I should probably. Oh my god, I was supposed to close this place an hour ago, or I'll talk for 10 more minutes, and then I'll end the live stream because this place has been open for an hour longer than it should have been. I'm gonna get fired. But a movie that I really wanted back when Sony announced that they were making an animated Spider-Man movie, I was like, dude, they're making a Spider-Ham movie, like the pig Spider-Man movie. And yet there is a pig Spider-Man. It's not the Spider Pig from the Simpsons movie. There's literally a pig version of Spider-Man called Peter Porker in the Marvel comics. This is real. I'm not joking. And I thought because the dudes who made the Lego movie were making this movie. So I was like, dude, the Lego movie is this really funny movie, and it would make sense for these people to capitalize on the success of the Lord and Miller, who are the directors of the Lego movie, to make a Spider-Ham movie, because the kids would love Spider-Ham. It's just ridiculous enough to be funny. You would sell so much merch. This could be the next big thing. But apparently, the animated Spider-Man movie is just a Miles Morales movie, which is awesome. But that kind of conflicts with what the MCU is doing with both Spider-Man and Miles Morales. I don't know. I just think I'm all about a Black Spider-Man animated movie, but like I just feel like it's a missed opportunity. I don't think Sony really knows what they're doing when it comes to their animated movies. Hence the Emoji Movie. I think that was Sony, right? Okay, I don't know. MC, have you seen the Emoji Movie? Absolutely not. That's horrendous. No, I would never do that. How the Duck movie, you say? Blessed be Peter Porker. Your dick is a Skrull. It would make sense if Cap was a Skrull, because then that's kind of like his Hail Hydra moment. That's actually what I was thinking. I really want Secret Empire to be adapted into film, but if they could actually do that via the Skrull route, ideally, if they did an adaptation, if they just changed the origins a little bit, I feel like that'd be really cool, and people would be really outraged at first with the initial Hail Hydra, but then when the movie actually plays out, it's like, oh, he was a Skrull. All right. So I don't know. I think that'd be really cool. What do you do at this workplace? I actually work at a TV station. I actually produced my first TV show, technically. It's just government stuff. I film government meetings and I put them on TV. Basically it. So technically, I am a TV producer, but whatever. But yeah. I don't think Sony has a damn clue what they're doing. Lord Feige saved their asses. That's correct. Nice, Ben. MT, do you think that the Skrulls will try to fight the Inhumans? I don't think so. I think that the Inhuman show is going to bomb so badly that the Marvel Cinematic Universe will never want to utter the word Inhumans ever again. I think that even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will probably be like, all right, all right, Daisy, we know that you're special, but we won't talk about what you are. What you are is an abomination. But hopefully I'm wrong. I love the Inhumans so much. And the fact that Scott Buck ruined the Inhumans is an outrage. I don't know. Whatever. I get really angry. It'd be really weird if Peggy was still alive because Cap is like, hey, Peggy, I'm kind of dating your niece now because, I couldn't get over you, so I went for your niece because I can see your last name. And that'd be really awkward, but I mean, that'd make for a good Maury show episode. I had to watch it. Come on, guys. Don't talk shit about Secret Empire. I love Secret Empire. What am I? Guardians of the Galaxy 4 should be War of Kings. I think that James Gunn said, and I'm 99.9% sure this is correct, that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will be the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy arc as we know them. I think he put that that asterisk there. So I think that I wonder what's going to happen with the Guardians. I don't know. It could be War of Kings. But do they have enough kings? Because you don't have the Shi'ar, which they could do it without the Shi'ar. I don't know. Do you think that they're going to follow up on the Logan story? I don't think so. I think that Logan was kind of like a one and done type of deal. Logan was basically a favor to Hugh Jackman, kind of as like hey man, you've done this for years. What movie do you want to do? And Hugh Jackman was like, let's do this, Logan. And get made old by Logan. Spider-Verse, MT did a video on it. Yes, it's one of my favorite videos. It's actually, yeah, I do like the video. I think that video is 17 minutes long. Holy shit, man. I think Logan deserves an Oscar. Do you agree? Sounds pretty good. I don't think it deserved an Oscar. It all depends, really. Or maybe not for best movie, but for something. I don't know. Groot is a Skrull. If Groot was a Skrull, that would be the ultimate treachery. But as far as the kids go, maybe continue that story. Well, they did introduce what are they? The New Mutants? No, they're not the New Mutants. I don't know. I just don't feel like the kids are all that intriguing. Just kids. I mean, they could continue that story, but I feel like if they were to continue that story, it'd probably be best with a different medium. Because I don't know. And plus, I feel like with what they're doing, I don't think they'd want to run two universes parallel to each other because that would just cause a lot of confusion. Unless they were planning on morphing those universes together. So what they could do, if they really liked this X-23 little girl and they wanted to bring her to the main universe as the replacement for Wolverine, they could make that kid movie, but then at the end cause a universe rift where X-23 gets shoved into the the more recent X-Men soft rebooted cast. For acting, I don't know though. I just feel like there are better movies that came out this year, and like I would love to say like, yeah, give Logan an Oscar, but like I don't know. I have to think about it. I don't really know. Maybe, possibly. Logan is a movie that I'll never watch again because I was never meant to cry that hard again. All right, I feel you, Death Monkey. Also, the Oscars are they're all fake. The Oscars don't mean anything. If you watch the show Adam Ruins Everything, watch it on the Oscars, and then you'll never, like, I used to love the Oscars. I used to love the Oscars a lot, and then I watched Adam Ruins Everything, and I'm like, this is pointless. I'm gonna go friggin' read a comic book. There's no reason for me to watch the Oscars when it's just all just backroom dealing, and I don't know. It's all a bunch of shit, but it propels somebody's career forward. I mean, there is some type of like merit within the Oscars, so they do recognize really good performances, and it's good. Like, I feel like an Oscar nomination is good enough, but I don't know. I just feel like it's all a sham, man. I don't know. A Spider-Gwen movie would be freaking great, by the way. Agreed. Edgar Wright needs to direct a Spider-Gwen movie because he would fucking kill it, dude. If you guys haven't watched Baby Driver, go watch Baby Driver. That movie is a cinematic masterpiece. Yes, I have seen Baby Driver. I didn't see your comment until now. MT, where are your bald head comment? Where have you and your bald head commentary been all my life? Walking around the streets, looking for my mom. I'm so excited for Spider-Man PS4. I think I'm more excited about it than Battlefront 2. Okay, so I actually have a really interesting take on Spider-Man PS4. I'm really excited that it looks really nice. I was more excited for the initial trailer than what we got at E3 2017. Because to me, and like obviously I don't know too much about the gameplay yet. Shut up, phone. But it just seems to me that the web swinging looks cool. It looks really nice and polished, but I just don't think that the combat is all that refined. When Spider-Man started fighting in that E3 demo, I was just like, I feel like they haven't worked on this. I feel like they tried to go for a Batman Arkham type deal, and that it just doesn't seem like it works. And then there's a lot of QuickTime events, which are fine, but like at least do a variation on QuickTime events. Like, don't do the button mashing. Like, at least do it like Telltale does it. At the very least. I mean, QuickTime events shouldn't even be a thing. I don't really like them. But like at least make them challenging. Like, don't be like, all right, mash this button over and over again. I don't know. Anyway, it's just I'm more excited for Battlefront 2 because it looks like they actually cared. I'm actually listening to the Battlefront 2 audiobook, which is really good and really interesting. And I'm very much looking to playing the campaign of Battlefront 2, and it just looks really nice. And I'm very excited that we're getting the prequel era droids and like those battles, and like I like how they're integrating the whole universe, and it doesn't seem like a cash grab because like obviously I feel like Battlefront 1 was made to capitalize off of the success of Force Awakens. Like that is why it was pushed out, and that's why we didn't get a full game, because it's like, put it out before Force Awakens comes out so we can get a bunch of money and we have the Battlefront name, and like it's going to be such a big investment and it's going to be a payoff, and it was a payoff, but not for us, for them. And so now that the Star Wars hype has grown and Star Wars has a chance to grow, and like it's not really much of a cash grab right now, I'm sure it's timed to go for The Last Jedi as well, but like they actually put some time into this. So I feel like right now I'm uncertain about Spider-Man PS4, but I'm sure it's going to be great. But I'm more excited about, cautiously excited about Battlefront 2 because it looks like it's actually a full game this time. Where's my Old Man Kenobi movie? Please. I want that too. But actually, I want an Old Man Mace Windu movie. That's something that I want. I had this idea a couple of weeks ago. Like, so Mace Windu gets pushed out of the window at the end of towards the end of episode 3, and imagine he has lived in the shithole that is Coruscant, like the shitty parts of Coruscant on the lower levels, and for a long time. And then the Emperor finds out that he's alive. Now imagine if the Emperor put every single bounty hunter on this dude to kill Mace Windu, because he thinks that Mace Windu is old and it just takes a bunch of bounty hunters to kill him. Imagine a badass Samuel L. Jackson Star Wars film where he's this old dude taking on young bounty hunters and going up the levels of Coruscant to try to escape. Man, that'd be fun. I don't know. That'd be really cool. I think Mace Windu is definitely alive. There's no reason for Mace Windu not to be alive. And if Mace Windu was Snoke, I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, I would be surprised considering that. I think Snoke has blue eyes. I don't think Mace Windu is Snoke. I think Mace Windu is actually a real character. But I actually think, ideally, I think Mace Windu is either Qui-Gon Jinn or a little-known Jedi named Sifo Dyas, who was mentioned in episode 2, and it was also a kind of prominent. It wasn't very prominent. He was a character. They elaborated more on him in the Clone Wars cartoon. But he's basically the Jedi that left the Jedi Order to secretly make the clone army that the Emperor would later kill him and steal from him. He made the clone army because he had a vision that a war was going to happen, so he prepared. It's really, I don't know. It sounds like it would make sense. Thank you for thinking my idea is epic. I have all these ideas, but I'm always concerned that people think they're dumb, so thank you. Crap you, MT. Crap. Why are you saying crap me? I don't mean to. I didn't mean to do nothing. Breaking news: James Gunn casts MT as the Guardians' 3-man antagonist. It'd be fitting. I joined your channel looking for Star Wars videos. I really do want to make more Star Wars videos, Sylvester. Because I'm really into that universe, and I do want to read more supplemental material, because I feel like a lot of the books have a lot of really interesting information that a lot of people don't know about, and concerns in regards to the new canon. Like, for example, Ahsoka had that. The book Ahsoka had the information about red lightsabers that I used to make my Why Are Lightsabers Red video, which if you haven't checked out, just check it out. It's very interesting and informational. But if you, oh man, the one book that has the most information packed, the one Star Wars book that has the most information packed into one package is Tarkin. If you want a book that is so descriptive about every little thing in the Star Wars universe, read Tarkin. It's too much. It's too much. But yeah, I should actually read the Ahsoka novel, Connor. That's a really good. I had been meaning to. I had my free Audible credit, and I used it on the Battlefront 2 book, which is pretty decent. But I should definitely use it on Ahsoka. I probably will do that next month. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. So last questions. Fire some questions at me, then I'll answer them. Lightning round. Red light. Did I say red light soda? Red light saber. Sorry, red light soda. All right. If you could cast Armie Hammer in both Marvel and DC, who would you cast him as? I don't really know. I don't really know so much about Armie Hammer, to be honest. Maybe Armie Hammer as Shazam? I don't know. Have I seen Dunkirk? Not yet, but I need to watch it because I'm a diehard Christopher Nolan fan, and I love Hans Zimmer. Bloodlines is good too. I started Bloodlines, but I didn't finish it. I needed to finish that. What do you think of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman? I didn't like her at first, but then she grew on me with Wonder Woman. I think she makes a very good fish out of water, and I feel like she sells the whole optimism thing. So I like her for her acting, but I don't think that physically she's the right fit. I feel like she should be more bulkier, but I understand that her Gal Gadot's figure sells, so I don't know. The Rock is actually Black Adam. He's not Shazam. Do you think Chthon may have found Loki after he fell off the Bifrost, not Thanos? That'd be interesting. But it in Avengers 1, I think that it was said that Thanos found him, like, officially. Amazing Spidey versus Homecoming all the way. I did like the score for The Amazing Spider-Man 2, though. Hans Zimmer's work on The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was magnificent. Why don't you accept MODOK as the Easter egg? Because it's not the Easter egg. If it is, I'll freaking eat my shoe, but I don't think so. That'd be a really interesting Easter egg. Who do you want to play Richard Rider? That's a good question. Richard Rider. Nova. You know what? I think this is just I need to think about this more. But I think that the dude from Firefly, what's his name? Alan Tudyk, maybe. I don't know. For some reason, he just popped to my mind. I'm like, I feel like you'd make an interesting Richard Rider. But there's probably better candidates out there. But like, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. If the moon that Thanos chill broke, how does he pay taxes? I don't know. My friend's mom refuses to watch Dunkirk because there's no man in it. What? I don't get that. Is John Cena officially Shazam? I didn't know that. If I could introduce a Marvel character to the MCU, who would you get? Karnak, easily, but he's already technically in the MCU now. I guess. Running out of time. Probably Moon Knight. Why not? Nathan Fillion. I feel like he's too old, but then again, Alan Tudyk is probably around his age. I mean, Nathan Fillion would work, but technically Nathan Fillion is already Wonder Man in the universe. That's kind of canon-ish. I'm sure they could change that. But in Guardians 2, he is, what's his name? Simon Williams? Wonder Man. So, fun fact. You need to collab with Rob from Comics Explained. That's that dude. He's on another level, man. He is, I mean, like, I would love to talk to him one day, but this dude's at a whole nother level. I love that dude. Very cool guy. I wouldn't say I'm James Gunn's arch enemy. It's like a playful relationship that we have. I do love James Gunn. I think he's one of the best directors of our time. In terms of vision, I think he has a really interesting vision. And he's really rigid. He will not deter from his specific vision. I admire him about that. But he's also a team player at the same time. I think it's really cool. Wasn't the Negabomb in the old Avengers TV series? And do you really I don't really kiss my arm. That's my hidden Easter egg video about the Omniwave projector. That's what you're referring to. And that picture of the Negabomb that I used was from the TV series, I believe. Do you think that Black Panther will die in the next Avengers? Absolutely not. No way. They just introduced him, and he's way too important in the Marvel Universe to just kill off immediately. But yeah, I think. MT, who do you think should play Adam Warlock? I don't know. That's a good question. I have to think about that. And have you read New Avengers, where the world's crash could happen after Infinity War? It could merge Marvel and Fox. Oh, you're talking about the I was actually thinking about this today. Oh my God. I know the word. I'm thinking collusion. It's not collusion. Please, someone tell me the word. We have to stop all of the incursions. There we go. You're right. The incursions. I'm an idiot. What was the question? I haven't read that, but I've been meaning to. I've referenced those comics for other theories, but I haven't. I'm really interested. I love the Illuminati within the Marvel universe. That whole concept of those heroes just doing those shitty things to save the world. So I'm going to read that. Incursion. Thank you, everyone. Incursion. Thank you very much. I'm an idiot. Favorite Black Jedi, obviously, Anakin Skywalker. He hates sand. A lot of black people hate. So I'm just kidding. That's stupid. Nice Windu. And I think that is it. Can I see the incursions happening? Probably. Illuminati movie in the MCU? Probably not. I think they might establish the Illuminati, but I don't think. No, I don't know. It might be not a separate movie. Oh no! What do you think of Thor in his strongest form in Thor Ragnarok? Okay, this is the last question I'll answer. Maybe, I don't know. Nobody's talking about. So at the end of the newest Thor Ragnarok trailer, he has blue eyes, and he's like, he has lightning eyes, and he's in this lightning form. That's Rune King Thor, if I'm not mistaken, and that's like the ultimate form of Thor. But I feel like no trailer breakdown ever touches on that. It's really weird. That's really important. But yeah, look up Rune King Thor. And I don't think Captain America will die in Infinity War. And favorite on-screen Santa Claus? I don't know. Probably Tim Allen, the Santa Claus. I don't know. Yes, the Odin Force. Yeah, Miles Morales knows. It's all about the Odin Force, man. It's a very big. It's a very big part of. No, I don't know why no one brought that up. Not that no one that I saw anyway. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. Thank you. Like, I love you guys. I didn't think so many people would be watching. You guys are awesome, and I'm gonna go close up this studio now so I don't get fired and do a bunch of shit that I should have been doing hours ago. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Jonathan, Akers, Death Monkey, Gino, Tosoro, Michael, Ben, Foxstein, obviously Nick and Micah, Brothers of Men, Heatwave, like I already said, Ben Close, Hunter Dudley, Jonathan Akers, Sylvester Stevens, all of you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys soon. Hopefully I can do this a lot more. Because it's really cool. I love talking to you guys. I do not deserve you guys at all. You guys have been so patient with me, especially with my Easter egg videos, and I'm going to try to make it up to you guys with more content. Thank you. I love my shiny bald black head too. It's a very good bald black head. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a good night, and stay safe. Please stay safe. All right, bye.